Yellow Electric, the City of Frontenac, Canar Eye Care, Labette Bank, Paynes Incorporated, Pet Care and Surgery Center, Wilbert Encounter, Wells Fargo Shane Peak, University Bank, SEK Urgent Care, Commerce Bank, Rossland Construction, Jockson Sporting Goods, Watco Company, Lane Lord Basketball Camp, Labette Bank, Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing, Lindbergh Pharmacy, Pittsburgh State University, Cy Smile Center, Ryan Insurance, and the Spigarelli Law Firm.
Now let's go live courtside for tonight's pregame show on ESPN 100.7.
Good evening, everybody, from Frontenac High School. I'm Mike Snow. We are
after 3 decades in business.
High school basketball here on Radio X 103.5 and live streaming video at ESPN1007.com as the Colgan Panthers in town for a CNC League doubleheader. It should be a good double dip of high school basketball here tonight on senior night in Frontenac. The Colgan girls coming in on the season 2-1 in CNC League play, coming off of a good win, 23-point win over Columbus on Tuesday night. They are 13-2 overall, coached by Frontenac alum Abby Farabi, who is looking for win number 100 tonight in this girls contest. For the Frontenac Raiders, the Raiders come in 0-3 in league, 4-12 overall, and have played in numerous close games. 4-point loss to St. Paul, Galena, the other night to Baxter, a game in which they led wire to wire. Blue Springs loss was a close one, so they are just an eyelash away and look to really make their season, even though it would be just their 5th win of the year. If they could derail the momentum that the Colgan girls have right now, that would be a win for the Frontenac Raiders. On the boys' side, the Frontenac boys 1-2 in league, 7-10 overall, set to take on the Colgan Panthers, who are 3-0 in the league, 15-1 overall. Wayne Sheon just picked up his 600th win of his career on Tuesday. We'll take 2 minutes for the anthem, come back live for the starting lineups and the opening tip. This is Raider basketball.
After 3 decades in business, Bittner Motors of Pittsburgh remains a local favorite. If you're in the market for a quality pre-owned vehicle, Bittner Motors has a large selection of late model, low mileage vehicles to choose from. Whether it be a car, truck, or SUV, Bittner Motors will warranty all their vehicles 100% for parts and service. And if you can't find what you're looking for on the lot, they will find it for you. Bittner Motors, 1018 North Broadway, Pittsburgh.
Finding a lawyer means choosing someone with experience, confidence, and a good track record. Every legal situation is unique, and you need someone who will give you the level of comfort that he or she will treat your legal problem like it is their own. J. Gordon Gregory of the law firm of Wilbert & Towner is ready to provide you with that type of specialized assistance. With over 30 years of experience in Southeast Kansas, Gordy is ready to give you the personalized legal service your problem needs and deserves. Call J. Gordon Gregory of Wilbert & Towner today at 620-231-5620 or contact him online at wilburtontowner.com.
See their ad, names, and numbers. Don't miss the live radio auction Saturday, February 24th, starting at 8 a.m. here on ESPN 100.7. Also broadcast on My Country 101.7 and KWXD 103.5. We will have farm and ag products, soybeans, equipment, and more, plus food plots for those deer hunters, recliners, mattresses, meat bundles, generators, and the list keeps growing. If your business would like to get involved with the radio auction, you can call 620-232-5993 for more info. To get your business on the area's largest radio auction, covering Southwest Missouri and Southeast Kansas, February 24th at 8 a.m. Don't miss it.
Save where you shop with Labette Bank's Bazing checking account. Use the Bazing app to find over 300,000 national and local discounts. Bazing also offers industry-leading identity theft protection, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, paying up to $200 for damaged phones, pharmacy, vision, and hearing savings. With Bazing checking, you get deals you want and protection you deserve. Stop by and ask us about Bazing at Labette Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Find us fast in names and numbers.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow back here, Frontenac High School, set for the girls contest, let's take a look at the starting lineups here on senior night. First for the Colgan Panthers, coached by Abby Farabi, assisted by Jeff Boyd and Sydney Russell. Starting with them, a senior guard, Sinclair Borum, a junior forward, Kate Riddell, senior guard, Marcy Van Beesler, junior guard, Aubrey Pacini, and the junior forward, Kathy Farmer. So it's Farmer, Pacini, Riddell, and Borum for the Colgan Panthers. For the Frontenac Raiders on senior night, senior guard Skylar Baker will get the start, junior guard Maddie Davis, senior Taylor Peterson, senior Caitlin Randall, and rounding out the starting lineup, Macy Kotzman, who blew her knee out early in the season at the Carl Junction game, is going to get the start and get an opportunity to make a basket on senior night, as her career and season was cut short before Christmas, and Coach Farabi agreed to allow it. So Macy's going to get the start. She's going to dribble down, make a basket. They will call timeout, get her out of the ball game, and Colgan will basically get a free basket. So we'll start out in a 2-2 ball game, just so Macy, a great kid, a senior, can go through the motions one more time. So unfortunate luck. I was talking with Abby Farabi before the game. Haley Pace, a senior in her program, same situation. And on senior night at Colgan a few years back, they were able to do that. So it's good, even though the rivals, of course, Abby played here at Frontenac, is a Frontenac alum. Even though they are rivals, to allow a senior to do that on a season that just a fluke deal, cut short. So she'll get an opportunity here in front of a good Holden crowd. People still pouring in here at Frontenac, expecting a good atmosphere, sub-state-like here tonight for both of these games. So Caitlin Randall will jump it up against Marcy Van Beesler. Frontenac will move from right to left. So they're going to camp her out underneath the basket. And the opening tip controlled by Frontenac, up the floor to Peterson, over to Kotzman. One dribble and layup is up and good. And Kotzman with the first 2 points, and we'll throw it to the other end. And Kate Riddell will lay it in. And Frontenac will burn a timeout. And give Macy Kotzman an opportunity to get a nice applause here. Now 18 seconds in and a 2-2 ball game. Frontenac will inbound it. The length of the floor, and we'll be ready for some basketball. Caitlin Randall will play it in against the full court man-to-man pressure. Talking with Coach Harper, she anticipated a lot of full court press tonight from the Raiders. Peterson will bring it up far sideline, dribble all the way through the press, shot up in the lane, partially blocked and missed. Maddie Davis with the rebound, over to Skylar Baker, long three, missed everything. Peterson will save it right into the hands of Aubrey Pacini, and it's knocked out of her hands, out of bounds off of Frontenac, and we'll go back to Colgan. We're tied at 2. 7:26 to play, first quarter. Aubrey Pacini will bring it up from left to right for the Panthers in their road blues, white letters and numerals. Frontenac in their home whites, black letters and numerals. Pacini lobs it down to the baseline for Farmer. Back to Pacini at the foul line, left wing for Borum. Sinclair will launch a long three, in and out, no good. Rebound tipped around, and Peterson will pull it out of there for the Raiders. Minute in, we're tied at 2. Randall with it on the right wing against the Colgan man-to-man. Gets it back to Peterson, who lost it right into the hands of Randall. Foul line for Harper. Lauren's jumper's up and good. 4-2 Frontenac, 6:45 to play, first quarter. Cheney walks it up against the 2-3 zone of the Raiders. Borum looking inside, gets it to Riddell. Tries to kick it across the lane. It's deflected away and stolen by Peterson. Peterson up the floor, tries to swing it across the lane to Baker, and it's deflected out of bounds off of Colgan, and it'll stay right here with Frontenac. 6:30 to play, first quarter. Raiders with a 2-point lead in the basketball, as Colgan will switch up their D to a 2-3 zone this possession. Get it to Davis. Maddie open for three. Shot rimmed out, and Riddell pulls down the board for Colgan. Outlets it up to Pacini. Aubrey will push it up. Down in the corner for Borum. Borum drives baseline. Swings it across to Van Beesler. Foul line jumper on the way for Farmer. Rims off. And Davis clears the board for Frontenac. 2 minutes in. 4-2 Raiders. Senior 9 final home game of the year for Frontenac. They will host their 4A D2 regional coming up here in a couple of weeks. Randall out for Baker. Baker hands it off for Peterson. Peterson in the lane to Harper. Spins around Riddell, swings it up top for Davis. Davis in the lane, the leaner, no good. And Van Beesler clears the board for the Panthers. Up the floor, pass deflected by Peterson right into the hands of Pacini. Over to Farmer. Cathy will launch a three on the right wing and knock it down. 5-4 Colgan, 5:25 remaining first quarter. Both teams still trying to fill each other out early on in this one. Peterson's done a good job handling that full court man-to-man pressure. Gives it to Harper, back to Peterson. Shot blocked by Farmer. Cleared out of there by Van Beesler, and she's knocked to the ground. No foul call. Davis up the floor for Baker, and Schuyler lays it in. 6-5. Frontenac by a point. 4:58 remaining in this first quarter. Van Beesler in the high post to Riddell. Kate puts it on the floor to the right block. Kicks it out for Pacini. Aubrey behind the three-point line. Skips it left wing for Van Beesler. Up top for Borum. Right side for Pacini. Over to Borum. Back to Van Beesler. Drives baseline. Cut off. Up top for Sinclair Borum. She'll penetrate. Lose it on the way up. Right into the hands of Van Beesler. And whistling a foul. That's going to go on the Frontenac Raiders, and it'll stay Colgan basketball. Call that one on
Whistle against Taylor Peterson.
Taylor Peterson, her first, team first. Delaney Cedeno will check in and replace Sinclair Borum. Get it into Cedeno. She'll catch and shoot the three, miss it. Rebound pulled down by Maddie Davis. Up the floor to Peterson. Brings it up the right sideline. Passes out of a double team to Davis. Davis attacks the basket. Missed the layup. Baker with a rebound. Her follow is up and good. Baker with 4, 8-5 Frontenac. They've scored 4 straight, 4:10 remaining first quarter. Pacini to Van Beesler behind the arc. High post for Riddell. Down on the baseline for Pacini. Shot in traffic is good off the glass. Nice move by Aubrey Pacini. Frontenac will throw it over the top of the press as Baker will bring it up. Left side of the floor, top of the key for Peterson. 8-7 Frontenac. They have the basketball. 3:45 to play. Pass deflected out of bounds. Looking for Harper inside. Knocked down off of Riddell. It'll stay here with Frontenac. And down in the backcourt for Peterson. Crosses the timeline. Right wing for Harper. Warren to the basket. Shot missed. Rebound tipped around and saved by Peterson to Baker. Schuyler lost it. Had it taken away again by Pacini, and then a tie-up between Pacini and Peterson, and it'll go back to the Colgan Panthers. Karma Fields, Bria Ginnivan check in for Frontenac. 8-7. The Raiders by a point. Colgan with the basketball. Cedeno in the backcourt for Van Beesler. Right side for Aubrey Pacini. Back to Pacini. A couple of dribbles down to the baseline. Lob it in the right wing for Cathy Farmer. Farmer spins, kicks it back out for Pacini. 15-footer on the way, comes up short, gets her own rebound. And we'll pass it back up top to Farmer. Gets it back, and they'll reset against the Colgan or against the Frontenac zone. Pass deflected. As Riddell tried to kick it inside for Farmer, and it's knocked away and stolen by Ginnivan. Up the floor to Davis. Transition three from Maddie. Top of the key. Missed everything. Rebound tipped around. Still loose. And Riddell pulls it down and outlets it up the floor to Pacini. And she's falling down now. Pacini has it stolen away by Peterson. Peterson transition. Pull up 15-footer. Air ball and out of bounds. Back to Colgan. So a frantic pace here. As Megan Smith will check in and replace Delaney Cedeno with 2:23 remaining first quarter. Pacini will walk it up against the zone. Swings it left wing for Farmer. Farmer skips it across the lane to Van Beesler. It's deflected away by Davis, stolen by Fields. Fields hands it off for Ginnivan. On top for Karma Fields. 2-minute mark here, the first quarter. Frontenac with the basketball and an 8-7 lead. Davis with it, drives to the foul line, dumps it off for Harper. Left elbow jumper missed. Rebound pulled down by Peterson. She'll take it up. Missed the layup, but a whistle and a foul, and that will put Taylor Peterson at the line. She'll shoot 2. Aubrey Pacini whistled for the foul, her first. Team first, and Peterson will shoot 2 for the Raiders and knocks the first one down. Kenzie Veneman will check in for Kate Riddell. 1:53 to play, first quarter. 9-7 Frontenac. Peterson misses the second. Harper with a rebound. The follow knocked out of bounds off of Frontenac, and it'll go back to Colgan. Pacini will bring it up. Frontenac sticking to that 2-3 zone. Right side for Van Beesler. Dribbles to the right elbow. Now retreats back behind the three-point line. Over to Pacini. Left wing for Farmer. Skip pass near side for Van Beesler. She'll penetrate the zone. The runner in the lane missed. Pacini with a rebound, but saves it right to Maddie Davis. Here come the Raiders. Nice bounce pass in transition to Peterson. Taylor can't hit the layup, and then a tie-up on the rebound. A lot of contact in there, no foul called. And the alternating possession will stay here with Frontenac with 1:23 to play, first quarter. 9-7 Raiders. Peterson to play it in. Gets it to Fields, and it's knocked out of bounds off of Pacini, and will stay right here with the Raiders. Peterson to play it in. Gets it in the right corner. On top for Fields. Karma, one dribble, long three, missed. Pacini with a rebound. And pulls it out of the pack with 1:10 remaining. Length of the floor, pass to Farmer down on the left baseline. Over to Smith, top of the key for Pacini. Long three on the way, no good. Rebound tipped out to Pacini. And she'll reset the offense for the Panthers with 55 seconds remaining. Outside for Pacini. On top for Farmer. 9-7 Frontenac. Going to be a grinder. Slowed down half-court game as we expected. Pretty physical inside, just one foul call on each team. Farmer gets open for three, takes it, misses it. Ginnivan pulls down the rebound, over to Davis. Davis through the Colgan defense. The leaner, no good. And a good box out and a rebound by Farmer, and then she's fouled by Karma Fields. And 27.6 remaining first quarter. Annie Snow, Kate Riddell, Sinclair Borum will check in for the Panthers. I'm sure they will hold it here for the final shot of this first quarter.
Into the game now for the Panthers. Number 4, Annie Snow. Back in also Kate Riddell.
Snow will bring it up, right side for Borum. Into Riddell. Over to Veneman, back to Borum. Inside to Riddell, working on Harper. Harper straight up, and Riddell lays it in. Nice move by Kate Riddell. She's got 4. We're tied at 9. Final 10 seconds of this first quarter. Fields crossover down in the corner for Peterson. Lobs it inside to Harper. Lauren's shot is up and good, right at the buzzer. 4 for Harper. As the Frontenac Raider girls take an 11-9 lead at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. 1 minute. This is Frontenac Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
What do you want from your bank?
Access to my account information on my phone.
Security, convenience, and friendly staff.
When I call, I want to speak with a real person.
I want it all. Low fees, low loan rates, and high deposit rates.
What if there was a place like this in your community? There is. Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union, with locations in Pittsburgh, Fort Scott, Independence, and Coffeyville, serving area residents since 1949.
Headquartered in Richmond, Kansas, QSI, Quality Structures Incorporated, specializes in designing and building complete post-frame buildings. We provide structures built to withstand a 30-pound ground snow load and a 90-mile-per-hour wind shear built to the most stringent codes. Whether you need a garage, agricultural building, commercial facility, or custom-built design, we're your one-stop shop for post-frame buildings. QSI. Everything we do is right on cue.
Mike Snow back here, Frontenac High School. Colgan will have the basketball to start the second quarter. They turn it over, stolen by Davis. Maddie will pick up her dribble around the three-point line on the left wing, get it over to Ginnivan. Bria all the way to the basket, a whistle and a foul. And they're going to get Kate Riddell on the arm. First on Riddell, second team foul, and that will put Bria at the line. She will shoot two. First one up, and it rattles in. 12-9, Frontenac with the lead. Second one rattled in. Ginnivan hit them both. 4 straight by the Raiders. They lead 13-9. Put on a little full court pressure. Colgan beats it and they throw it away. Stolen by Harper. Up the floor to Davis. Davis over the right wing. Hands it off for Karma Fields. Right side for Peterson. Lobs it over the top for Harper, and Harper's shot is up and good. 6 points for Harper. The lead is 6, 15-9, 7:13 remaining first half. Borum lost it out of bounds off of Harper. And they will stay right here with the Frontenac Raiders.
In the game for the Panthers, Kinsey Veneman.
Veneman checks in, replaces Borum. Colgan inbounds it to Piccini, down on the baseline for Kate Riddell. Her shot in the lane's too strong off the glass, and a whistle and a foul on the rebound on Marcy Van Beesler, her first, team third. We're a minute into this first half, or second quarter, excuse me. And Frontenac with the basketball and a 6-point lead. Lob it into Harper. Shot over Riddell, missed. And Van Beesler clears the rebound. She'll push it up the floor for Colgan from left to right. Down to the left baseline, behind the arc, up top for Farmer. Swings it near side for Piccini. Piccini on the right wing, skips it left side for Van Beesler. Up top for Kathy Farmer. Over to Piccini, down in the corner for Veneman. Good ball movement. Patience here for Colgan against the Frontenac zone. Right side for Veneman, skips it over to Farmer. Farmer penetrates, shot up in the lane, is up and good. Nice move by Kathy Farmer. She's got 5. Frontenac by 4, 15-11, 6:10 remaining in the first half. Lob it inside to Harper, and Farmer's there to steal it away. Up the floor to Van Beesler. Down on the baseline for Veneman. Up top for Farmer. Farmer drives to the basket and shuffled her feet. So the teams exchange turnovers. Frontenac by 4 with the basketball. They'll inbound it from the sideline. 5:57 remaining in this first half. Davis plays it in for Taylor Peterson against the full court man-to-man. Peterson will bring it across the timeline, all the way in the lane, dumps it over for Fields. 10-foot jumper on the way, and it's good. Nice drive and dish by the senior Taylor Peterson. Puts Frontenac back on top by 6, matches their largest lead of the night. Veneman in the corner, throws it away, pinballs off a couple of Raiders, and Karma Fields comes up with it, saves it to Harper. Harper up the floor to Peterson. Taylor will bring it up the right side of the floor, pick up her dribble, dump it down on the baseline for Ginnivan. Bria drives into the lane, shot blocked by Farmer, right into the hands of Maddie Davis. Then she loses it out of bounds, back to Colgan.
Back in the game for the Raiders, Skylar Baker.
Skylar Baker returns, replaces Maddie Davis. 5:19 remaining first half. Frontenac by 6, 5:14 to play. Up the floor to Veneman, falling out of bounds, saved it right to Lauren Harper. Over to Peterson. She'll walk it up across the timeline. Gets a ball screen from Ginnivan on the right wing. Up top for Bria now between the circles, looking inside. Kicks it over to Baker. Baker gets a ball screen, reverses it near side for Peterson. A long guard at 2 on the way. In and out, back in for Taylor Peterson. She's got 3. Frontenac has their largest lead of the night at 19-11. Farmer in the lane, nice pass underneath to Riddell. Kate lays it in. Riddell with 6, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 4:35 to play, first half. Frontenac 19, Colgan 13. We are back to Frontenac in 30 seconds. This is Raider basketball on Radio X.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
2 locations to serve you.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow back here at Frontenac High School. Raiders basketball out of the timeout, leading 19-13, 4:25 to play. Fields has it taken away, stolen by Pacini. Pacini up the floor, shot in transition, no good, but she's fouled. As Carmen Fields just picked up her second. And that'll put Aubrey Pacini at the line, shooting 2 for the Colgan Panthers.
On the line for Colgan, Aubrey Pacini. She'll be shooting 2.
First one for Pacini, bounced around and good. 3 points for Aubrey. 19-14. Frontenac by 5. Second one for Pacini. Same thing. Bounced straight up and drops in. She's got 4. And the Frontenac lead has been cut to 4. 4:10 to play, first half. Baker left wing, dribbles down to the baseline. Swings it across the lane to Reagan Hipful, the freshman who just checked in for Frontenac. Up top for Ginnivan. Into Hipful. Nice step through and whistle on a foul. And that'll put Reagan Hipful at the line. She'll shoot 2 for the Raiders. Kathy Farmer whistled for her first. Just the 4th team foul. And Hipful will shoot 2 for the Raiders. First one up, no good. Second one for Hipful. Comes up short. Delaney Cedeno pulls down the rebound. Up the floor to Pacini. Pacini down to the left corner. Up top for Van Beesler. Back to Pacini. 15-footer on the way. Too strong. Good box out and rebound by Fields. And she's fouled over the back by Marcy Van Beesler, who just picked up her second.
Marcy Van Beesler. Back in the game for the Panthers, Megan Smith.
Megan Smith checks back in for Colgan. 3:44 to play. First half, 19-15. Frontenac by 4. Baker left wing as Colgan switched to a 2-3 zone this possession. Out for Hipful, and the 15-foot jumper on the left wing is up and good by Reagan Hipful. Stretches it back to a 6-point lead for Frontenac. 3:20 remaining. Frontenac going to pick him up, little full court press. Kate Riddell drives it to the lane, lowers the shoulder, and lays it in for 2. Riddell with 8. Cuts it to a 4-point lead. Frontenac up the floor against the zone, gets it to Peterson. Open 3 ball, and she swished it. Peterson with 6. The lead is 7. Up the floor to Riddell. Riddell against Hipful. Shot in the lane is up and good. Kate Riddell in double figures with 10. Frontenac by 5, 24-19, 2:40 to play. Ginnivan in the lane, left-handed layup, too strong, and Kathy Farmer clears the rebound. Up the floor to Pacini. Aubrey through the defense, shot up, no good, but a whistle and a foul. That'll go on Reagan Hipful. her first, team fifth. And Aubrey Pacini, who is 2 of 2 at the foul line, 4 points in the game, will shoot 2. If she makes both of them, it'll make it a 1-possession Frontenac lead. Free throw up and good.
Back in for Colgan, number 34, Kinsey Vinneman.
Kinsey Vinneman checks back in. Annie Snow at the scores table, set to return. Second free throw for Pacini, Netherm at net.
Back in also for the Panthers, Annie Snow.
6 for Pacini, 24-21 Frontenac, 2:32 remaining, first half. Peterson will bring it up the floor through the defense, all the way in the lane, little out of control, missed the shot, but she's bailed out with a foul as Colgan got her on the arm. And that's going to go on Annie Snow.
That foul was called against Annie Snow.
And that will put Taylor Peterson at the line, shooting 2. She's got 6 points, 1 of 2 at the foul line. And she knocks the first one down. 25-21 Frontenac, 2:25 to play first half. Second free throw is up and good. It's a 5-point Frontenac lead. They're going to pick them up, a little full court pressure. Those passes deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Colgan.
Stepping out on the court now for the Panthers, Kathy Farmer.
.2:19 to play first half. Colgan with the basketball, trailing Frontenac by 5. Farmer attacks the basket, now kicks it out to Pacini. Back to Farmer on the baseline. 15-footer comes up short. Tie up on the rebound between Ginnivan and Vinneman. And the alternating possession will go back to Frontenac with 2:06 to play in the first half.
And here comes Annie Snow.
Annie Snow back in for Delaney Cedeno. Length of the floor, pass over the top of the press to Ginnivan. Maria tracks it down, dribbles it off her foot, loose on the deck. Saves it over to Reagan Hipful. Hipful up top for Fields. Karma for 3. Got it. I'm not sure that's the way Coach Harper designed the press breaker, but it resulted in a 3-pointer, so she'll take it. Frontenac by 8. Matches their largest of the night. Vinneman to Farmer. Farmer in the lane. Picks up her dribble. Kicks it out for Snow. Manning attacks the baseline. Pulls it out. Gets it up top for Pacini. And Colgan will reset. 94 seconds to play. First half. 29-21. Colgan by 8. Skips it over to Vinneman. Up top for Pacini. Right side for Annie Snow. Down in the corner for Farmer. Lobs it inside to Riddell. Kate's shot over Hipful is up and good, and she's fouled. Reagan Hipful with her second foul. Kate Riddell with her 12th point. She'll go to the line for a 3-point play.
Also Sinclair Borum for the Panthers. Riddell on the line with the bonus.
She can pick up her 13th point and cut it to a 5-point lead with this free throw. Free throw up and good. Heck of a game here in the first half for Kate Riddell. She's got 13. And now the Colgan press turns Frontenac over. And the Panthers will have it with 1:16 remaining in the first half.
Back in for the Panthers, Delaney Cedeno.
Cedeno will check in and replace Vinneman. Farmer inbounds it to the backcourt for Pacini. Left wing for Cedeno. She'll catch and shoot the 3. In and out, no good. Gets her own rebound. The follow is good. Delaney Cedeno with 2. And Martha Harper's going to call a timeout. 5 straight by the Panthers. Cuts it to a 3-point Frontenac lead with 1:04 to play in the first half. We'll take a 30-second timeout. This is Frontenac Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
From scoring the winning touchdown to walking in graduation, life is full of wonderful moments. But the best times can come with financial challenges, like paying for college or a room renovation. This is Brian Sutton, Market President of Commerce Bank in Pittsburgh. At Commerce, we make the harder stuff easy. Whatever your challenge is, we want to listen and help find solutions. so you can focus on the good stuff, like cheering on your favorite team. Check us out at commercebank.com or follow us on Facebook and Twitter for tips on making the most of life. Commerce Bank, challenge accepted.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Frontenac basketball out of the timeout. They beat the half-court press. Maddie Davis with it between the circles. 55 seconds to play. Frontenac up by 3. Over to Baker. Shot blocked by Piccini. And Aubrey dribbles it off of her teammate's foot out of bounds as Farmer was trying to run up the floor. Aubrey crossed over in front of her, hit her in the heel, and it went out of bounds off of Colgan. And it'll go back to Frontenac, leading by 3, 45 seconds to play in this first half. Peterson plays it in for Fields. Fields brings it up against the man-to-man over to Ginnivan. Bria launch a 3, long, no good, and Riddell clears the rebound up the floor to Farmer. Farmer jump stop in the lane, and a whistle and a foul on Ginnivan. First on Bria. Her second, the 7th team foul on the Raiders. That'll put Kathy Farmer at the line shooting 2. First one up, no good.
Back in for the Raiders, Skylar Baker.
Baker will check in. And replace Ginnivan with 31.9 remaining. Second one in and out, no good. Harper had the rebound, then it was taken away by Piccini, and she tracks it down with her foot on the inline, and it'll go back to the Raiders. Davis over the top, puts it to Fields. Over the press, Karma to the basket, shot missed, but she's fouled.
Foul call against Annie Snow.
Annie Snow whistled for her second.
Karma Fields on the line for the Raiders.
I'll put Karma at the line shooting 2. Fields has 5 points. Her first free throw rims out.
Back in for the Panthers, Sinclair Borum. Also stepping out, Delaney Cedeno.
Borum and Cedeno check back in for Colgan with 26.1 remaining. And the free throw is up and good as Fields split the pair. 6 for Karma. Frontenac by 4. Final 23 seconds of this first half. Farmer up the floor to Borum. Borum to the baseline. Pull up 10-footer over Harper. Comes up short. Right into the hands of Riddell. She missed the layup. Gets it back. But a whistle and a foul over the back that's going to go on the Colgan Panthers. It's on Delaney Cedeno. Her first. Team 8. And that will put Skylar Baker at the line. Shooting 2. First one up and good. And she hits them both. Stretches it back to a 6-point lead. 10 seconds to play in the first half. Farmer up the floor. Trapped right across the timeline. Over to Piccini with 5. Piccini's 3. No good. Rebound tipped around and will stay with Colgan with .4 remaining in this first half. Enough for basically a catch and shoot. Into Farmer. She'll fire it up at the buzzer. No good. And that'll bring us to halftime. Our score, Frontenac 32, Colgan 26. The Raiders lead by 6 here on senior night at halftime of the girls game. We will step aside, take a 3-minute timeout, come back with a look at the first half numbers, get you set for the start of the second half. Frontenac by 6, 32-26. This is Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
The city City of Frontenac is a proud supporter of Frontenac High School athletics and academics. The City of Frontenac was founded in 1886 and is home to just over 3,100 residents. Frontenac citizens enjoy a small-town atmosphere and all that a close-knit community has to offer. Situated on the crossroads of two major highways, those living in Frontenac can easily travel and enjoy the amenities of larger cities in a shorter travel distance. The community boasts an outstanding school system, low taxes, complete city services, including 24-hour police and fire protection. Good luck, Raiders, from the mayor, city council, and staff.
The human eye blinks about 17,000 times a day, but here's a real eye-opener. Dry eyes can cause irritation, red eyes, and blurred vision. Don't assume your blurry vision means you need new glasses or contacts. The doctors at Canar Eye Care are experienced in diagnosing and treating dry eyes with the newest treatments available. So schedule your eye exam in Pittsburgh or Girard with Canar Eye Care, the clear choice.
Find them fast in names and numbers. Does your current checking account pay you up to $15 per month? With Common Sense Checking at University Bank, you can earn up to $15 per statement cycle, 10 cents for each swipe after the first 15 swipes. Qualifying is so easy. Simply have one direct deposit or auto payment plus 15 debit card purchases each statement cycle and a $100 opening deposit. Stop by the bank for more information about our Common Sense Checking. Then swipe and save. It's convenience that pays at University Bank. Branch GMB, member FDIC.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
The true test of a great insurance agency comes when you suffer a loss. It's easy to take your premiums, but Ray Ryan of Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh knows that handling your claim is the most important service an insured needs.
Claim is our chance to let the customer know that we'll be out there, not just that we sold them a policy, we'll also be there when a claim occurs to make sure it gets handled in an honest, respectable way.
Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh, a trusted choice agency. Find them fast in names and numbers.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow back here, Frontenac High School. Halftime of the girls' contest on senior night. Frontenac Raider girls lead 32-26 over the Colgan Panthers. Between games, they will recognize all the seniors in winter sports and activities here at Frontenac High School. We will hear from Wayne Cheon as well as Ryan Barcelona during that time on the radio. On our video feed, we will have live streaming video of the senior night festivities. And as soon as that's over, we will join back with the pregame show between games here. And both of these should be good. This girls game off to a pretty good start. Frontenac girls lead 32-26 at halftime. Let's take a look at the first half scoring. Kate Riddell leads all scorers with 13 points. Aubrey Pacini added 6 and 4-4 shooting from the foul line. 5 points from Kathy Farmer and a bucket, 2 points for Delaney Cedeno. For Frontenac, they are led in scoring with 8 points by Taylor Peterson. Lauren Harper added 6. Karma Fields added 6, and they got 2 points from Baker Ginnivan and Karma Fields. Reagan Hipfel added 2 points for the Frontenac Raiders as well. So both boys teams out here on the floor warming up, getting ready for their contest, which will start probably about 20-25 minutes after the conclusion of this one. 32-26, Frontenac girls lead here at halftime. We'll come back after this 3-minute timeout at the start of the second half. This is Frontenac Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5 and ESPN 1007.com.
Having a confident smile can change everything, and Invisalign makes that decision easy because you can have a stunning smile without most people even knowing you're going through treatment. Saya Smile Center is proud to be a premier provider of Invisalign. Your Invisalign treatment will consist of a series of aligners that you switch out every 2 weeks. Each aligner will gradually shift your teeth perfectly into place, giving you the smile you always dreamed of. Call Saya Smile Center today for your no-cost consultation. Saya Smile Center, 4095 Parkview Drive in Frontenac, 620-231-7242.
Don't miss the live radio auction Saturday, February 24th, starting at 8 a.m. here on ESPN 100.7. Also broadcast on My Country 101.7 and KWXT 103.5. We will have farm and ag products, soybeans, equipment, and more, plus food plots for those deer hunters, recliners, mattresses, meat bundles, generators, and the list keeps growing. If your business would like to get involved with the radio auction, you can call 620-232-5993 for more info. To get your business on the area's largest radio auction, covering Southwest Missouri and Southeast Kansas, February 24th at 8 a.m. Don't miss it.
If you are injured in an accident or on the job, it is vitally important that you hire the right attorney. Before choosing an attorney, you should make sure they have the resources to fight large corporations or insurance companies. Your attorney should have extensive trial court experience and a track record of success. The Spigarelli Law Firm, with offices in Pittsburgh and Coffeyville, has the experience, resources, and reputation to provide the quality representation your claim deserves. Fred Spigarelli has received the top rating from his peers with the Martindale-Hubbell independent rating system. His firm has the resources to hire the experts and physicians needed to properly present your claim. The Spigarelli Law Firm has successfully tried cases for over 40 years and taken numerous cases all the way to the Supreme Court. Call the Spigarelli Law Firm today at 877-409-7931 or visit their website at spigarelli-law.com. You can also find them fast in names and numbers. Be sure to get reliable information when you choose an attorney to represent you.
Now accepting new clients. At the Pet Care and Surgery Center, Dr. James Clark believes all of our pets deserve kind, humane, and loving treatment. From a simple checkup or rabies vaccination to performing major surgery. Plus, Dr. Clark has boarding, grooming, nutrition, and wellness checkups. Dr. James Clark can provide that loving member of your family with the treatment they deserve. Call 620-308-6454 to set up an appointment or simply visit petcarecenter.org. Pet Care and Surgery, making a difference.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow back here, Frontenac High School on senior night. Frontenac girls lead 12-2 Colgan Panthers, also 2-0 in the league, or 2-1 in the league. Here 32-26 by 6 points at the half. Figured out where I went wrong with my scoring. And got that worked out. I gave with Lauren or Grayson Hipple and Reagan Hipple. I switched them in the scorebook, and that's where I screwed it up. We are on track now and ready to start that second half. Both teams really played well offensively in that second quarter. Frontenac outscored the Colgan Panthers 21-17 to take that 6-point lead into the locker room at halftime. Both teams are out shooting around, and we are just moments away from starting that second half. I want to remind everybody, you can hear and listen to Pitt State basketball coming up tomorrow. They host SBU, John Lance Arena in Wetzel Court. Coverage begins on ESPN 100.7 and the KSHQ app at 1 o'clock with Eddie Lomchek. The women's game will tip at 1:30, the men's game to follow. A couple of big home games. Both men and women need this win tomorrow over SBU. Continue to improve their seed in the MIAA postseason tournament coming up here in a couple of weeks at Municipal Auditorium. We are ready for the start of the second half. It'll be Colgan basketball. They'll start with Riddell, Farmer, Borum, Puccini, and Van Beesler. The Raiders still in the huddle. It'll be Davis, Harper, Ginnivan, Peterson, and Fields for the Frontenac Raiders, starting things off here in the second quarter, or second half, leading by 6. Van Beesler will play it in, gets it in to Pacini, walks it up against the 2-3 zone of the Raiders. Right side for Borum, up top for Pacini. Down in the corner for Kathy Farmer. Skips it near side for Van Beesler. Shot over Davis. Crawls over the front of the rim and good. First 2 of the game for Marcy Van Beesler. That's it to a 4-point Frontenac lead. Harper will bring it up against the press. Loses it, but right into the hands of Karma Fields. Over to Peterson. Into Harper, and Harper traveled. Colgan bringing in against the full court press of Frontenac. Up the floor to Borum. Nice bounce pass to Kate Riddell. Her layup is good. 15 points for Riddell. It's down to a 2-point lead for the Raiders right out of the locker room. 45 seconds into this third quarter. Fields will bring it up over to Harper. To Ginnivan, inside to Davis. Davis double team. Shot missed. Rebound pulled down by Van Beesler. She'll push it up right to left. Bounces it inside to Farmer, and it's stolen away by Ginnivan. Ginnivan ahead to Davis. Davis bounce pass through the Colgan defense, was deflected out of bounds. And will stay right here with the Raiders. Frontenac a little out of control at the offensive end. Couple turnovers. Led to 4 straight by the Panthers to cut it to a 2-point lead. And inbound it to Maddie. Davis with it, right side for Ginnivan. Over to Fields, into Harper, and it's taken away by Kate Riddell. Up the floor to Van Beesler. Marcy through the defense. Nice bounce pass to Borum. Borum's shot missed. Follow no good, but a whistle and a foul, and that will put Marcy Van Beesler at the line shooting 2. As Taylor Peterson was whistled for her second, team first. And Van Beesler will head to the line to shoot 2. If she makes them both, we'll be tied at 32. Colgan with the first 4 points out of the locker room at halftime. Cut it to a 2-point Frontenac lead, and the first free throw from Van Beesler is up and good. Marcy scored 3 straight. 32-31, Frontenac by a point. 6:35 to play, third quarter. Second free throw missed. Farmer with a rebound. Kicks it out for Borum. Borum for 3, right wing, in and out, no good. Rebound tipped around. Peterson had it and lost it. Right into the hands of Pacini. Over to Borum. Kicks it out for Farmer. Farmer right baseline 3, comes up way short. Rebound out of bounds, and we'll stay right here with Colgan. So Frontenac had the momentum in that first half, and now it is bounced back to the Colgan Panthers. They get it into Borum, over to Pacini, now to Farmer. Left wing for Van Beesler, skips it right side for Borum. She'll attack baseline around Ginnivan. Swings it left wing for Van Beesler. Marcy to the basket, missed the layup. And Harper clears it for Frontenac. Up the floor to Davis. Davis to Peterson. 6 minutes to play, third quarter. Frontenac with the basketball and a 1-point lead. Into Fields, turnaround jumper is up and good. 8 for Karma. 34-31 Frontenac. Picking them up, a little 1-2-1-1 full court press. Colgan throws it over the top to Borum. Borum attacks Harper. Shot swatted out of there. Davis tracks it down in the corner. She'll push it up left to right. Left wing for Peterson. Peterson will shoot a 3. Shot missed. Pacini pulls down the rebound. Into a double team in the corner. And tied up. Alternating possession will stay here with Frontenac. Veneman will check in. As the Raiders will inbound it under their own basket. They get it in on the block for Harper. Back to Davis. Right wing for Fields. Karma for 3. Got it. Karma Fields with 11. Frontenac back to our 6-point lead. It's one it was at halftime. 37-31. Farmer over the top to Veneman. Veneman fumbled it. Tried to kick it across the lane to Riddell, and it's knocked out of bounds. Good hustle there by Maddie Davis. And Colgan will have the possession underneath their own basket, down 6 with 5:07 to play, third quarter. They lob it in to Pacini. Left wing for Veneman. Veneman in the high post to Riddell. Turnaround jumper for Kate. Shot missed. Gets her own rebound, but lost it. Right into the hands of Taylor Peterson. Up the floor to Davis. In the high post for Harper. Shot in the lane, missed. Rebound right to Karma Field. She misses the left-handed layup and then loses it out of bounds. Back to the Colgan Panthers.
In the game now for the Panthers, Delaney Cedeno.
So Colgan will inbound it against the full court press. They get it to Cedeno, who just checked in, lobs it into Riddell. Across the lane for Farmer. Nice pass. Kathy shot off the glass, hangs on the front of the rim and drops in. Kathy Farmer with 7. Frontenac lead is down to 4, 37-33, 4:25 remaining third quarter. These two teams met back in December 4th, first game of the season. Colgan won that game in overtime. Davis saves it on the sideline, gets it into Harper. Harper shot missed. Davis with the rebound, takes it up strong in traffic and lays it in. First 2 of the game for Maddie, 39-33. Frontenac by 6 over to Cedeno. Long 2 on the way, and Delaney knocks it down. She's got 4. The Frontenac lead cut to 4 as we're picking up the pace here in this third quarter. They want a whistle and a foul in the backcourt that's going to go on Colgan. That's on Kathy Farmer. First, second, team first. Frontenac will inbound it to Peterson. She almost lost it out of bounds, saves it, takes it all the way to the basket. Nice bounce pass to Ginnivan. Bria's shot blocked by Farmer and out of bounds off of Frontenac. It'll go back to Colgan. 3:38 to play, third quarter, 39-35. Frontenac by 4. Cheney will bring it up the floor. Kicks it over in the backcourt for Van Beesler. Over to Cedeno. Thought about a 3 for a moment. Now Cedeno will take the 3. Bounced around and good. Shooter's roll there by Delaney Cedeno. She's got 7. Colgan has scored 5 straight. And it's a 1-point Frontenac lead. Raiders get it over the top of the press. Harper over the top of Riddell. Shot missed. And a loose ball foul on the rebound. That's going to go on Maddie Davis. First on Maddie. Second team foul in the second half. 2:59 to play, third quarter. Colgan's with the basketball down 1 can have their first lead of the night if they convert here. They inbound it to Pacini. She'll walk it up the floor against the Frontenac zone. Down in the corner for Cedeno. Delaney looks inside, gets in the high post for Riddell, lobs it over the top to Farmer, and Farmer's shot blocked, but she's fouled. This is on Lauren Harper, her first, team third. And Kathy Farmer will shoot 2 free throws for the Panthers. First one up and good. We're tied at 39. If she can make this, this will give the Colgan Panthers their first lead of the night. Second one for Farmer is good. Kathy with 9. Colgan with their first lead at 40-39. Fields with it in the front court over the top of the press. Throws it away. Stolen by Farmer. Farmer to the basket. Layup is good. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 11 for Farmer. Colgan has their first lead. 42-39. They lead Frontenac by 3. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back to Frontenac in 1 minute. This is Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
Headquartered in Richmond, Kansas, QSI Quality Structures Incorporated specializes in designing and building complete post-frame buildings. We provide structures built to withstand a 30-pound ground snow load and a 90-mile-per-hour wind shear built to the most stringent codes. Whether you need a garage, agricultural building, commercial facility, or custom-built design, we're your one-stop shop for post-frame buildings. QSI. Everything we do is right on cue.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Mike Snow back here, Frontenac High School, 42-39. Colgan with their first lead. They lead by 3. Raiders get it over the timeline, find Baker open for 3. Shot missed. Peterson in a big collision there underneath, no foul called, and then tied up on the rebound. Alternating possession. We'll go to Colgan with 2:13 to play, third quarter. Cheney will walk it up, 2:08 to play. Brings it up the right side of the floor against the Frontenac 2-3 zone. To Van Beesler on the left side, back to Pacini on the right side. Down on the baseline for Cedeno, she's open for 3, shot missed. And Harper clears the board for Frontenac. Up the floor to Davis. Davis all the way to the basket, shot missed, but she's fouled. Let's see if it's on Pacini or Riddell. It's on Kate Riddell. Her second, team second. And Maddie Davis has 2 points in the game. Will head to the line to shoot her first free throw. As Caitlin Sellers is up at the scores table, set to check in. First free throw up, no good for Maddie, comes up short.
In the game now for Frontenac, number 43, Caitlin Sellers.
Caitlin Sellers checks in and replaces Lauren Harper, 1:50 to play. Third quarter. High arcing shot from Davis, comes up short. Riddell with the rebound, and she's tied up by Sellers. The alternating possession will stay here with Frontenac. 1:47 to play, third quarter. Colgan up 3. Davis set to play it in, gets it in the baseline for Peterson. Right back to Davis. Davis over to Baker. Her shot in the lane missed. Rebound tipped around, and then a whistle and a foul on Skylar Baker. And now things are starting to get heated. It's all fun and games here. Senior night, let Macy Kochman score a basket, who's been injured. Blew her knee out back in the Carl Junction game, and everybody's enjoying a good game, and now it's starting to come down the wire. It's getting heated. Cedeno for 3 at the other end, missed, and an over-the-back foul on Van Beesler. Marcy picks up her third. Team third, and Frontenac will inbound it against the full court press of the Colgan Panthers. They get it in there, half court for Sellers, back to Davis. Davis crosses over, brings it in to the front court. Gets it to Peterson near half court. 1:15 to play, third quarter, 42-39. Colgan by 3. Peterson forced a shot up in traffic, no good. Farmer clears the rebound up the floor, looking for Veneman. It's intercepted by Davis. Maddie will bring it up left to right. Nice bounce pass in the lane for Baker. Skylar's shot missed, rebound tipped around. She had it, lost it, and then she's fouled by Aubrey Pacini. Annie Snow will check in and replace Aubrey Pacini, who picked up her second.
Also, Megan Smith.
Davis to inbound it. Tries to get it into Peterson, and it goes out of bounds. Back to the Frontenac Raiders. back to the Colgan Panthers.
Back in for Colgan, Kate Liddell. Look out, folks. Here comes Delaney Cedeno.
Delaney Cedeno checks back in. 56 seconds to play, third quarter. Colgan with a basketball and a three-point lead here in the third quarter. Cedeno left wing, high post for Farmer, over to Annie Snow, dribbles down to the right wing, dumps it on the baseline for Van Beesler. Van Beesler had it knocked away from her out of bounds, and it'll stay right here with the Colgan Panthers, as Bailey Rooms will check in with 39.8 remaining. Inbounds it to Snow near half court. Over to Cedeno, back to Snow, 35 seconds to play. Colgan by 3 here in this third quarter. Get it to Cedeno, Farmer at the foul line, her jumper on the way, too strong. Rebound tipped back out to Kathy. Over to Snow, 10-foot jumper for Annie, and she knocks it down. 44-39. Colgan by 5, Frontenac with the basketball, and Davis turned it over. On the carry, it'll go back to Colgan for the final 10.8. This is the Panthers' largest lead. They didn't take their first lead until 39-38 with Kathy Farmer's free throw. With a little over 3 minutes remaining in that third quarter. So Van Beesler will bring it up, 7 seconds. Over to Annie Snow with 5. Back to Van Beesler. Skip pass right wing for Cedeno. Catch and shoot the 3. It missed. And a rebound pulled down by Davis, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Colgan outscored Frontenac 18-7 in that third quarter as the Panthers take a 5-point lead into the fourth quarter. We're back in 1 minute. This is Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
If you are injured in an accident or on the job, it is vitally important that you hire the right attorney. Before choosing an attorney, you should make sure they have the resources to fight large corporations or insurance companies. Your attorney should have extensive trial court experience and a track record of success. The Spigarelli Law Firm, with offices in Pittsburgh and Coffeyville, has the experience, resources, and reputation to provide the quality representation your claim deserves. Fred Spigarelli has received the top rating from his peers with the Martindale-Hubbell Independent Rating System. His firm has the resources to hire the experts and physicians needed to properly present your claim. The Spigarelli Law Firm has successfully tried cases for over 40 years and taken numerous cases all the way to the Supreme Court. Call the Spigarelli Law Firm today at 877-409-7931 or visit their website at spigarelli-law.com. You can also find them fast in names and numbers. Be sure to get reliable information when you choose an attorney to represent you.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Colgan basketball to start the fourth quarter. They lead by 5, 44-39. It's Van Beesler, Ticini, Riddell, Borum, and Farmer for the Panthers. Peterson, Baker, Fields, Ginnivan, and Harper for the Raiders. Frontenac still in that 2-1-2 zone. Colgan didn't take the lead till a little over 3 minutes to play in that third quarter, and Colgan turns it over, and then a tie-up between Baker and Riddell. It will go back to the Frontenac Raiders with 7:32 remaining in the game, 44-39. Baker will inbound it against the full court press. They get it to Peterson, over the top to Ginnivan. Bring it to the basket, lost it on the way up. Off of Riddell, it'll stay right here with the Raiders. Peterson to play it in. Gets it in on the block for Ginnivan. Ginnivan double team, gets it in the lane for Baker. Skylar's shot is up and good. She didn't even look at the basket over Farmer and got it off the glass. 44-41, Colgan by 3. 7:10 remaining in the game. Cheney picks up her dribble, swings it right side for Borum. Left wing for Van Beesler. Marcy dribbles to the baseline. Kicks it up top for Pacini. Pacini in the lane. Teardrop missed. Riddell had the rebound, then lost it out of bounds off of Frontenac. It'll stay right here with Colgan with 6:57 to play. Farmer lobs it in inside for Kate Riddell. Her layup is good. 17 for Riddell. She had 13 in the first half. Colgan back on top by 5. There's a steal, but it goes right into the hands of Fields. Back to Peterson. Peterson in the lane. Scoop shot missed. A lot of contact. No foul. And Riddell clears the board for Colgan. Up the floor to Pacini. 6:30 to play. Fourth quarter. Colgan with the basketball and a 5-point lead. 46-41 Panthers. Over to Borum. Borum for 3. No good. Nice box out and rebound by Ginnivan. Gets it up the floor to Baker. Baker across the timeline, up the right side of the floor. Over to the foul line. Left wing for Peterson. Taylor for 3. Got it. Big shot there by the senior. Peterson in double figures with 11. Colgan by 2. Under 6 minutes remaining. 46-44. Van Beesler shot blocked at the other end by Ginnivan. Bria with the block and the steal. We'll bring it up the floor to Peterson. Taylor to the basket around Riddell. Scoop shot, no good. Fields with a rebound, and she's fouled. And that'll put Karma at the line shooting 2. And Van Beesler just picked up her 4th.
This is Karma Fields. She's got 2 shots.
And Fields, who's 1 of 2 at the foul line. 11 points in the game, knocks the first one down. Colgan by a point, 46-45, 5:44 to play, fourth quarter.
Number 12 for the Panthers, Delaney Cedeno.
Second one for Fields to tie it. Bounced around and good. Fields hit them both. She's got 13. They're going to pick them up, little full court press. Colgan throws it over the top near half court for Veneman. Back to Pacini. 46 all, 5:38 to play, fourth quarter. Frontenac picking them up in a little man-to-man. Veneman behind the three-point line, picks up her dribble. Gets it up top for Cedeno. Cedeno to the left wing. Back between the circles. Hands it off for Pacini. Over to Veneman. Veneman attacks the basket. Kicks it over to Farmer. Farmer drives baseline on Davis. Turnaround jumper missed, but she's fouled by Maddie Davis. Second on Maddie. Fifth team foul on the Raiders. And Kathy Farmer will head to the line to shoot 2. She's 2 of 3 at the foul line. 11 points in the game. 13 points, make it 14 now with the free throws. Annie Snow checks back in. Colgan retakes the lead, 47-46, 5:15 to play. Second one for Farmer, she got it. 48-46 Colgan. Peterson will bring it up against the press, up top for Davis. Right wing for Ginnivan. Bria fakes the 3, pulls up in the lane, shot missed, right to the hands of Fields. Counted, and she's fouled. And you're 4-12 on the season. You airball a 10-foot jumper in the lane, and it goes right to Karma Fields, who lays it in, and she's fouled. Ties the game back up at 48, and an opportunity to give the Raiders the lead. And free throw missed. Harper with a rebound, takes it up in traffic. Blocked by Riddell, tracked down in the corner by Veneman. Now it's stolen away by Frontenac. Over to Davis. Davis to the basket. Shot missed. And she's fouled by Annie Snow. And that'll put Maddie Davis at the line, shooting 2.
Madison Davis shooting for the Raiders. She's got 2 shots.
Davis 0 of 2 at the foul line, 2 points in the game. First free throw up and good.
Stepping out on the court now.
3 points for Davis. Frontenac by a point. As Marcy Van Beesler checks back in for Annie Snow. Second free throw. Crawls over the front of the rim and good. She's got 4. 50-48. Frontenac by a bucket. Veneman attacks the basket. Shot over Ginnivan, missed. Harper clears the board. Up the floor to Peterson. Link to the floor pass to Ginnivan. Bria lays it in. 4 points for Ginnivan. The lead is 4. 4:30 to play, fourth quarter. 52-48 Frontenac. Been a heck of a game. Frontenac on an 8-0 run here to take a 4-point lead. Van Beesler drives baseline. Kicks it out for Pacini. Pacini dribbles between the circles. 4:15 to play. 52-48. Nice backdoor pass to Van Beesler. Marcy's shot halfway down and rims out. Harper pulls down the rebound for Frontenac. Over to Davis. Davis to Ginnivan. Ginnivan inside to Fields. Turnaround jumper blocked, but she's fouled. Third on Riddell. 8th team foul on the Panthers, and with 4:01 to play. Fourth quarter, Frontenac leading by 4, and Fields misses the first free throw.
Also coming out, Delaney Cedeno.
Sinclair Borum checks back in, along with Delaney Cedeno. Second free throw for Fields. She split the pair. Big shot there for Karma. There's a steal by Maddie Davis on the inbound. Over to Peterson. Peterson to the basket. Layup good. We've got a timeout on the floor. 13 for Peterson. Frontenac with a 7-point lead. 55-48. With 3:54 to play, we will take a timeout. 30-second timeout. Frontenac by 7. This is Raider basketball on Radio X.
The human eye blinks about 17,000 times a day, but here's a real eye-opener. Dry eyes can cause irritation, red eyes, and blurred vision. Don't assume your blurry vision means you need new glasses or contacts. The doctors at Canar Eye Care are experienced in diagnosing and treating dry eyes with the newest treatments available. So schedule your eye exam in Pittsburgh or Girard with Canar Eye Care, the clear choice.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
Now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X. 103.5, The Evolution.
Colgan basketball out of the timeout. Farmer takes it coast to coast around the pressure and lays it in. 55-50, Frontenac by 5. There's a deflection and a loose ball foul that's going to go on Aubrey Pacini. She was hit hard. Third. Taylor Peterson will shoot a 1-and-1. Peterson with 13 points here on senior night. Make it 14 as she knocks the first free throw down. Second one, no good. 56-50, Frontenac by 6. Colgan with the basketball. They get it up the floor to Pacini. Pass too hot for her to handle, and they will turn it over. With 3:30 to play, fourth quarter, as Smith and Snow check back in for Colgan. Colgan picking them up, little full court pressure. Peterson inbounds it to Davis. Back to Peterson. Peterson will bring it up the floor. Get it across to Davis, back to Peterson. Left wing for Ginnivan. No travel call, over to Davis. She'll shoot a 3. Shot missed. And a loose ball foul on the rebound. It's going to go on Kathy Farmer. Third on Farmer, 10th team foul on Colgan, and that'll put Karma Fields at the line. Shooting 2. 16 points for Fields, 10 here in this second half. She'll shoot 2. First one up, no good. Kate Riddell and Delaney Cedeno check back in. 56-50 Frontenac, 3:13 to play. Fields at the line, shooting the second of 2. Missed the first one. Second one on the way, got it. 17 for Karma. Frontenac with a 7-point lead. They've led on a couple occasions by as many as 8. Pacini between the circles against the Frontenac man-to-man. She dribbles down to the baseline, over to Van Beesler. Marcy in the lane, up top for Cedeno. Cedeno kicks it over for Farmer. Farmer drives it in the lane, shot with the left hand, no good, but she's fouled by Lauren Harper. And that will put Farmer at the line. She'll shoot 2 as Harper picked up her second foul. Farmer with 15 points. First free throw up and good. Make it 16 for Kathy. 57-51. Frontenac by 6, 2:51 to play. Second one for Farmer, rattles in. Makes it a 5-point Frontenac lead. Raiders going to have to take care of the basketball here and make some free throws. Colgan turning up their full court press. Ginnevan over the top to Fields. Fields to the basket. Layup good. Karma Fields with 19. 59-52. Frontenac by 7. Over to Veneman. Veneman to the basket. Pull up 10-footer. Missed. And Peterson clears the board. 2:25 remaining. Fourth quarter. Frontenac with the basketball up 7. They get it to Harper. Harper put it on the floor. Lob it into Peterson. Peterson double team. Kicks it out for Fields. Karma long 2. Got it. Karma Fields with 21 gives Frontenac their largest lead of the night. 61-52, 2:10 to play. There's a timeout on the floor. Frontenac 61, Colgan 52. It's a 30. We'll take it with them. This is Frontenac Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
Hi, this is Dr. Brent Cousins with SEK Urgent Care. When you're sick, when you're injured, or when you just don't feel like yourself, SEK Urgent Care is here for you. Let our skilled providers treat your non-life-threatening illness or injury at a fraction of the time and cost of an ER visit. Located at the corner of Centennial and Broadway in the Meadowbrook Commons. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. SEK Urgent Care, where your family and time matter. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Frontenac by 9, their largest lead of the night. 2:10 to play, fourth quarter. Going to pick Colgan up, little full court press. They get it into Kathy Farmer. Farmer up the floor to Van Beesler, and Van Beesler fumbled it on the catch and traveled. And Colgan will turn it over back to the Raiders with 2:04 to play. Frontenac up 9, 2:04 to play. Need to take care of the basketball if they're going to pull this upset off. They get it into Fields, who's got a game-high 21 points. Over to Peterson. Peterson trapped. And fouled by Marcy Van Beesler. That's 5 on Van Beesler. She fouls out with 3 points. Cedeno and Riddell check back in for Colgan with 1:58 to play, fourth quarter. 61-52. Peterson will shoot 2 for the Raiders. Taylor 4 of 6 at the line and knocks the first one down. 15 for the senior. Stretches Frontenac's lead out to the largest of the night, 62-52. Second one, got it. Frontenac by 11, 1:55 to play. Up the floor to Veneman. Veneman dribbles it out of bounds off of Frontenac. It'll stay right here. Borum checks back in. 1:51 to play, fourth quarter. Colgan gets it into Pacini. Pacini in the lane for Riddell. Kate puts it on the floor and has it stripped by Peterson. Peterson will slow down as well, she'll take it to the basket and lay it in. Coach Harper and Coach Fields were up telling her to slow down. She crossed over. Had a wide open lane to the basket. Frontenac by 13 and a whistle and a foul on Peterson. She picks up her third. Taylor Peterson with 18 points. Karma Fields with 21. Both girls in double figures. Just in the second half alone, Peterson with 10, Karma with 15. Colgan trails here by 13 points as Aubrey Pacini will shoot a 1-and-1. Aubrey perfect 4 of 4, make it 5 of 5 from the foul line. He's got 7 points. 65-53. Frontenac by 12. Second one, no good. Farmer had the rebound, taken away by Davis. Davis up the floor to Ginnivan. Ginnivan in traffic, hands it off for Harper. Harper in the lane, shot and miss, gets her own rebound, kicks it out for Peterson. Davis to the basket as she is fouled as Coach Harper trying to scream at everybody to slow it down, and she's going to take a timeout. 1:12 remaining, fourth quarter. Maddie Davis will be at the line shooting 2. Frontenac leading by 12 on the other side of this 30-second timeout. Back in 30 seconds, this is Frontenac Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
Finding a lawyer means choosing someone with experience, confidence, and a good track record. Every legal situation is unique, and you need someone who will give you the level of comfort that he or she will treat your legal problem like it is their own. J. Gordon Gregory of the law firm of Wilbert & Towner is ready to provide you with that type of specialized assistance. With over 30 years of experience in Southeast Kansas, Gordy is ready to give you the personalized legal service your problem needs and deserves. Call J. Gordon Gregory of Wilbert & Towner today at 620-231-5620 or contact him online at wilbertandtowner.com.
See their ad, names and numbers.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow back here. Frontenac leading by 12 in the girls' game. Addie Davis shooting 2, knocks the first one down. Davis with 5. Frontenac lead. Is now 14 as she hits the second one. 108 and counting. Pacini attacks the basket. Shot over Fields, no good, but she's fouled by Karma.
This is against Karma Fields. This is Aubrey Pacini shooting for the Panthers. She's got 2 shots.
And that will put Pacini at the line shooting 2. First one, no good. Second one missed. A minute remaining, fourth quarter. Frontenac with the basketball and a 14-point lead. Then across the timeline to Davis, over to Fields. Back to Harper. Frontenac playing a little keep away here. Ginnivan to Davis. Deflected by Pacini. Back to Davis. Took up her dribble and it's taken away by Pacini. Pacini tied up. And the alternating possession will go to Colgan.
And for St. Mary's goal, Delaney Centennial.
And down it to Farmer. Farmer up the left side of the floor. Shot up, no good, but she's fouled by Bria Ginnivan. Third on Bria, and that'll put Kathy Farmer at the line.
Shooting free throws for the Panthers. Kathy Farmer, she's got 2.
First one for Farmer is up and good.
Annie Snow.
Annie checks back in along with Kinsey Veneman. Annie Snow, that is. 28.9 remaining. Colgan, or Frontenac leading 67-54. Colgan shooting free throws, and the rebound on the missed free throw for Farmer, knocked out of bounds, and will stay here with Colgan. And Cedeno will check in. Inbound it to Pacini, over to Cedeno. Back to Pacini, 20 seconds. Over to Farmer. Over to Cedeno, 15 seconds. Farmer will try a guarded three on the baseline. Comes up short right to Veneman. Veneman lays it in for her first two. 8 seconds. 5 seconds. And the Frontenac Raiders going to pick up a win here on senior night. 67-56 over the Colgan girls. Frontenac by 11 in the girls game. We'll take a minute timeout, 1 minute. We'll come back with the final totals, then get you set. We'll hear from both coaches, Coach Cheon for Colgan and Coach Barcelona for Frontenac, and also have the senior night ceremonies coming up here in just a moment, live on our streaming video at ESPN1007.com. And you'll hear from both coaches on Radio X 103.5. We are back in 1 minute.
Paynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist. Paynes handles all driveline repairs for cars, trucks, four-wheel drive vehicles, and farm equipment. Paynes can also handle any general machine work and offers 24-hour record service. Call Paynes anytime, 231-3170. Paynes Incorporated is located at the intersection of West McKay and Highway 69 Frontenac Junction. Paynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist.
Proud supporter of Frontenac Athletics.
At Lindbergh Pharmacy, we care about your health. From a qualified and caring staff to services like our Time My Meds and MedPack programs, Lindbergh Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Lindbergh Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Quickly get down our final scoring numbers, and we'll hear from both head coaches and get you set up for the boys contest here on senior night. Colgan led by Kathy Farmer with 18, Riddell with 17. They got 7 from Pacini, 7 from Cedeno, 3 from Marcy Van Beesler, a bucket from Annie Snow, and Kinsey Veneman. For Frontenac, Karma Fields, the sophomore here on senior night with 21 points. Senior Taylor Peterson with 18. 8 from Skylar Baker. 6 from Addie Davis. 6 from Lauren Harper. 4 from Bria Ginnivan. 2 from Reagan Hipfel. And 2 from Macy Kotzman. And the Frontenac Raiders pull out the upset over Colgan, 67-56. Raiders by 11. What we're going to do now, we'll hear from, we're going to take a 2-minute break, Anthony, 2 minutes, then we'll hear from Colgan head coach Wayne Cheon. We'll hear from Ryan Barcelona. We'll hear those interviews on the radio. Here we will go to PA announcer Steve Ginnivan on our live streaming video once the senior night festivities, as they are lining everybody up, getting it organized. So we're still a few minutes away from getting that started, and then we'll have that for you. You can watch it on our live streaming video, ESPN1007.com. Also, be sure to like us on our ESPN 100.7 Raiders Sports YouTube channel as well. Subscribe to that. Frontenac girls pull off the upset by 11. We'll hear from both boys coaches on the other side of this timeout. This is Frontenac Raider basketball.
If you are injured in an accident or on the job, it is vitally important that you hire the right attorney. Before choosing an attorney, you should make sure they have the resources to fight large corporations or insurance companies. Your attorney should have extensive trial court experience and a track record of success. The Spigarelli Law Firm, with offices in Pittsburgh and Coffeyville, has the experience, resources, and reputation to provide the quality representation your claim deserves. Fred Spigarelli has received the top rating from his peers with the Martindale-Hubbell independent rating system. His firm has the resources to hire the experts and physicians needed to properly present your claim. The Spigarelli
To our 2018 Spring Senior Recognition Night ceremonies, honoring the senior participants in basketball, wrestling, cheerleading, dance team, Scholars Bowl, National Honor Society, FCCLA, Family and Career Community Leaders of America, TSA, Technology Student Association, and Tri-M Music Honor Society. We'd also like to welcome their special fans and parents. It is our privilege now to introduce the senior participants and their fans. Lucas Emershek. Lucas is coming out with his grandparents, Frank and Barbara Grills. Luke participates in NHS and Raider Weekly. Lucas Emershek. Skylar Baker. Skylar is the daughter of Linda and Jerry Baker. Skylar participates in basketball. Ashley Barnes. Ashley is the daughter of Dave Barnes. Ashley participates in FCA and FCCLA. Peyton Brown. Peyton is the son of Anthony and Ann Brown. Peyton is a guard on the basketball team. Abigail Dainty. Abigail is the daughter of Tim and Julie Dainty. Abby participates in NHS, TSA, FCA, SAFE, Stuco, and Raider Weekly. Ladies and gentlemen, Abigail Dainty. Sir Ross Fry. Ross is the son of Megan and Kevin Fry. Ross participates in FCA and Tri-M Music Honor Society. Brock Gillivan. Brock is being escorted by his mother Wendy, and his dad is around here somewhere. Brock participates in basketball, Stuco, and SAFE. Our next guy is KW Hale. We honored him on Tuesday night. He is wrestling tonight, but we wanted to give him a shout out. KW Hale. Connor Hastings. Connor is the son of Levi Hastings and Susie Hastings. Connor participates in TSA Tri-M Music Honor Society. Connor's coming out tonight with the band director Felicia Graves and head football coach Mark Smith. Anna Herrera. Anna is the daughter of Francisco and Anna Herrera. Anna participates in dance, TSA, and FCCLA. Madison Hyatt. Madison is the daughter of Brian and Jolynn Hyatt. Maddie participates in NHS, FCCLA, and SAFE. We got another shout out to a guy that's not here tonight, Nathan Kaufman. He's wrestling in Columbus tonight. We gave him a big shout out Tuesday night. Let's give him a hand, Nathan Kaufman. With the first bucket of tonight's girls game, Macy Katzman. Macy's the daughter of Tiffany and Andy Katzman. Macy participates in basketball. Michelle Morissette. Michelle is the daughter of Elizabeth and Gregory Snyder. Michelle participates in dance and SAFE, and coming out with her tonight is the dance team sponsor, Paula Helms. Samantha Neiswanger. Samantha is the daughter of Kenny Neiswanger. Sam participates in NHS, TSA, FCA, Stuco, and SAFE. Jillian Purdon. Jillian's the daughter of Jeff Purdon and Robin Purdon. Jill participates in cheer and FCCLA. Caitlin Randall. Caitlin is the daughter of Christy and Steve Randall. Caitlin participates in basketball. Caitlin Stahl. Caitlin is the daughter of Greg and Tracy Stahl. Kate participates in cheer, NHS, FCCLA, and Stuco. Kyler Turla. Kyler is the daughter of Ty and Karen Nielsen. And Caleb and Beth Turla. Kyler participates in NHS. Corey Watts and Daniel Watts. Corey is the daughter of Aaron and Jennifer, and so is Daniel. Corey participates in NHS and SAFE. Daniel participates in basketball and SAFE. And bringing it up, Jacob Wilbert. Jake is the son of Karen Osborne and Ryan Whitey Wilbert. Jake participates in basketball. Frontenac High School would like our seniors to know how much their efforts in these activities has been appreciated. A special thank you goes out to the parents for their time and dedication and the sacrifices they've made in supporting their sons, their daughters, and the participation in Raider activities. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these fine seniors another round of applause. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the basketball teams to start warming up, so if you could give them room on the court, we're going to get this show on the road.
like every night they can have 3.
Hey, Mike.
Yep, send it down to me. I'm good. Thanks, Anthony.
All right.
They've gotten better with their rotations as far as what they want to do on the run and jump, and you can tell the kids really figured out coach's system well, and they're really comfortable in what they're doing now.
Do you anticipate them slowing it down into a half-court game to make it a game possibly in the 40s tonight?
It could depend on just how the style goes early. With as many players as they like to play, I think, we'll probably see more full court pressure like we always have. And I think that's what we're going to see tonight, more full court pressure. I think it could be a game get up into the 50s or 60s tonight.
Are you healthy heading into this one?
We are. Got a couple guys over the flu, and they're feeling better and had a couple good days of practice, and glad to have everybody healthy.
Well, good luck tonight, Coach. We appreciate your time here on Coach's Corner.
All right, thanks.
Incorporated is located at the intersection. Is the driveline specialist.
Proud supporter of Frontenac Athletics.
At Lindbergh Pharmacy, we care about your health. From a qualified and caring staff to services like our Time My Meds and MedPack programs, Lindbergh Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Lindbergh Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program, and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
Don't miss the live radio auction Saturday, February 24th, starting at 8 a.m. here on ESPN 100.7. Also brought by My Country 101. Equipment and more, plus food plots for those deer hunters, recliners, mattresses, meat bundles, generators, and the list keeps growing. If your business would like to get involved with the radio auction, you can call 620-232-5993 for more info. To get your business on the area's largest radio auction, covering southwest Missouri and southeast Kansas, February 24th at 8 a.m. Don't miss it.
From scoring the winning touchdown to walking in graduation, life is full of wonderful moments, but the best times can come with financial challenges, like paying for college or a room renovation. This is Brian Sutton, Market President of Commerce Bank in Pittsburgh. At Commerce, we make the harder stuff easy. Whatever your challenge is, we want to listen and help find solutions so you can focus on the good stuff, like cheering on your favorite team. Check us out at commercebank.com or follow us on Facebook and Twitter for tips on making the most of life. Commerce Bank, challenge accepted.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow back here between games on senior night. Both boys teams, Frontenac and Colgan, warming up just moments away from tip-off here. Girls game, final score, Frontenac by 11, 67-56. Probably the best fourth quarter and second half for the Frontenac girls of the season. Picked up their first road win, or first league win, excuse me. And have an opportunity with Columbus and Riverton coming up next week to get some momentum going before the end of the season. And Sub-State, which will be hosted right here in the building for the Frontenac Raiders. Boys game here in Frontenac. Colgan boys coming in 15-1, 3-0 in league play. The Frontenac boys 7-10 overall, 1-2 in league play. Colgan had a good come from behind in the fourth quarter to beat the Frontenac Raiders in game 1 back on December 4th when both teams were just 6 days removed from football season. Is Trent Kling coming over here? What's up, Trent?
Hey, I was going to tell you, your kid called me Tyler.
Oh, no. And 7-10 are the Frontenac Raiders, 1-2, picked up their first CNC League win in that game over Baxter here on the floor Tuesday night. Frontenac will finish up the regular season next week with games at Riverton and Columbus. Then they will be off. The boys will be off for basically 2 weeks before Sub-State begins. which will be, as I said, right here with Prairie View, Iola, and Girard. So a new flavor on Substate for the Frontenac Raiders. Down south in the Columbus Substate will be Columbus, Parsons, Baxter, and Galena moving up this year from 3A to 4A Division II. Some other games around the CNC tonight. Baxter's at Galena for the Bulldogs homecoming. Cherokee Southeast now in the Three Rivers League is at Riverton, and Girard in non-league play on the road at Independence. We'll step aside, take another 3-minute timeout, and come back with the starting lineups and the opening tip. Frontenac and Colgan boys coming up here on Radio X 103.5.
From scoring the winning touchdown to walking in graduation, life is full of wonderful moments, but the best times can come with financial challenges, like paying for college or a room renovation. This is Brian Sutton, Market President of Commerce Bank in Pittsburgh. At Commerce, we make the harder stuff easy. Whatever your challenge is, we want to listen and help find solutions, so you can focus on the good stuff, like cheering on your favorite team. Check us out at commercebank.com or follow us on Facebook and Twitter for tips on making the most of life. Commerce Bank, challenge accepted.
Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing can tow all cars, trucks, and some semi-tractors and trailers in town or cross country. Larry Barrett has emergency record service for all accidents, 24-hour towing. Been in an accident? Then call the pros. They have quality auto body repairing and painting from certified technicians for all major and minor repair jobs, and they can deal directly with the insurance companies, taking the stress out of your life. Go to BarrettBodyFrame.com or stop in and see them at 1601 East 27th Street Terrace or call 232-9400. That's Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing. Customer service first. See them fast in names and numbers.
Save where you shop with Labette Bank's Bazing checking account. Use the Bazing app to find over 300,000 national and local discounts. Bazing also offers industry-leading identity theft protection, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, paying up to $200 for damaged phones, pharmacy, vision, and hearing savings. With Bazing checking, you get deals you want and protection you deserve. Stop by and ask us about Bazing at Labette Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Find us fast in names and numbers.
The City of Frontenac is a proud supporter of Frontenac High School athletics and academics. The City of Frontenac was founded in 1886 and is home to just over 3,100 residents. Frontenac citizens enjoy a small-town atmosphere and all that a close-knit community has to offer. Situated on the crossroads of two major highways, those living in Frontenac can easily travel and enjoy the amenities of larger cities in a shorter travel distance. The community boasts an outstanding school system, low taxes, complete city services, including 24-hour police and fire protection. Good luck, Raiders, from the mayor, city council, and staff. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we found clients appreciate a planning process that adjusts to the twists and turns of their life. If you're rethinking your life goals, the Envision process can help you try on your ideas before committing to them. Maybe you're thinking about retiring early or starting your own business. Your Envision plan can tell you how adding a goal could affect your ability to reach your objectives. For more information, call Shane Peak today at 620-232-3120. That's 620-232-3120. Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow back here, Frontenac High School. Sent for the boys contest between the Colgan Panthers and the Frontenac Raiders. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for Colgan, they're coached by Wayne Cheon, who just picked up his 600th career victory Tuesday night. That win over Columbus. Back in the 2012 basketball season, picked up his 300th win right here on the floor against the Frontenac Raiders. So 600 victories for Wayne Cheon. Scott Cheon and Clint Heffern are the assistants for Colgan. Let's get the starters. Starting for Colgan, a 6'3 senior, Bradley Bykirk. A 6-foot senior, Jeremiah Bush. Senior guard, that is. 5'10 senior guard, Jacob Delasega. 6'6 junior forward, Aaron Higginbotham. And the 6'1 junior forward, Matthew Lomchek. So it's Lomchek, Higginbotham, Delasega, Bush, and Cubby Bykirk for the Colgan Panthers. For the Frontenac Raiders, they will start their four seniors. 5'10 senior guard, Daniel Watts. 6-foot senior guard, Jake Wilbert. 6'4" senior forward Brock Ginnivan, 5'11" senior guard Peyton Brown, and rounding out the starting lineups, the 6'2" sophomore Hayden Pyle. Frontenac coached by Ryan Barcelona, assisted by Troy Morris and Jared Pyle. Frontenac in their home whites, black letters and numerals. Colgan in their road blues, white letters and numerals here in this final home game of the regular season for the Frontenac Raiders, as they will host the Colgan Panthers. We'll take 2 minutes, come back with the opening tip-off here from Frontenac. Panthers and Raiders coming up after this.
The City of Frontenac is a proud supporter of Frontenac High School athletics and academics. The City of Frontenac was founded in 1886 and is home to just over 3,100 residents. Frontenac citizens enjoy a small-town atmosphere and all that a close-knit community has to offer. Situated on the crossroads of two major highways, those living in Frontenac can easily travel and enjoy the amenities of larger cities in a shorter travel distance. The community boasts an outstanding school system, low taxes, complete city services, including 24-hour police and fire protection. Good luck, Raiders, from the mayor, city council, and staff.
Hey, you said 2 minutes, right? Mike.
Not just that we sold them a policy, we'll also be there when a claim occurs to make sure it gets handled in an honest, respectable way.
Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh, a trusted choice agency. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Now accepting new clients. At the Pet Care and Surgery Center, Dr. James Clark believes all of our pets deserve kind, humane, and loving treatment. From a simple checkup or rabies vaccination to performing major surgery. Plus, Dr. Clark has boarding, grooming, nutrition, and wellness checkups. Dr. James Clark can provide that loving member of your family with the treatment they deserve. Call 620-308-6454 to set up an appointment or simply visit petcarecenter.org. Pet Care and Surgery, making a difference.
Paynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist. Paynes handles all driveline repairs for cars, trucks, four-wheel drive vehicles, and farm equipment. Paynes can also handle any general machine work and offers 24-hour record service. Call Paynes anytime, 231-3170. Paynes Incorporated is located at the intersection of West McKay and Highway 69 Frontenac Junction. Paynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist.
Proud supporter of Frontenac Athletics.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X. 105.
Mike Snow back here as we were finishing up the starting lineups. Higginbotham, Bykirk, Delasega, Bush, and Longshack for the Panthers. Pyle, Ginnivan, Wilbert, Watts, and Brown for the Raiders. Good crowd here on senior night. Pretty exciting girls game as Frontenac led for the whole half. Colgan came out in the second half, took the lead, led by 5 at the end of the third quarter. And Frontenac outscored them 23-17 in that fourth quarter to beat them 67-56. Good game. And we are set for the boys' game. Frontenac came from behind, or Colgan came from behind in that first meeting, and a game that really didn't mean much because both teams lost in the state championship game. Frontenac in 4A2, Colgan in 2A. Just 6 days before, had a couple of practices, went out and played a pickup game basically at the field house, and now both teams, a lot of practices, a lot of games under their belt. This one should be a much better contested game. Higginbotham will jump it up against Pyle. The Raiders will move from right to left. And don't forget, live streaming video on our website, ESPN1007.com. Officials are ready, and the ball is in the air. Opening tip controlled by the Frontenac Raiders. Peyton Brown will walk it up against the half-court man-to-man for Colgan. Hands it off for Wilbert in their half-court. Left wing for Daniel Watts, pressured by Bush. Pass deflected out of bounds off of Bush, and it'll stay right here with the Panthers. Brown inbounds it to Wilbert. And Jake hands it off for Peyton. Being pressured in the man-to-man by Jacob Delasega. Right wing for Wilbert. Gets a ball screen from Pyle. Dumps it down to Pyle, pressured by Lomchak. Forced up an out-of-control shot, missed it. Rebound pulled down by Bush. He'll bring it up the floor for the first possession of the Panthers. Lomchak, Delasega skips it to Bush down in the right corner. Pull up 2, and it's up and good for Jeremiah Bush. Colgan with an early 2-0 lead. Here comes the full court press. They get it into Watts, back to Ginnivan. He'll clear everybody out, and he'll bring it up against the full court man-to-man. Left wing for Brown. Right side for Jake Wilbert behind the three-point line. Pull-up jumper over Lomchak at the free throw line. Comes up short. Rebound pulled down by Matthew Lomchak. Up the floor to Delasega. Jacob kicks it out for Higginbotham. He'll drive baseline into a double team. Tries to leave it for Lomchak. Lomchak lost it. Instead of calling a tie-up, he's whistled for travel, and then it'll go back to the Frontenac Raiders. 2-0 Colgan, 6:41 to play, first quarter. Both teams trying to fill each other out. Long pass over the top of the press to Wilbert. Wilbert in the lane, shot missed. Tip from Pyle, no good. His follow is blocked by Bush. Hayden tracks it down. Then he has his pocket picked by Bush. Bush up the floor, in the lane, shot over Ginnivan is up and good. Jeremiah Bush with 4 straight, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 6:23 to play, first quarter. 4-0 Colgan. We are back to Frontenac in 30 seconds. This is Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
Headquartered in Richmond, Kansas, QSI Quality Structures Incorporated specializes in designing and building complete post-frame buildings. We provide structures built to withstand a 30-pound ground snow load and a 90-mile-per-hour wind shear built to the most stringent codes. Whether you need a garage, agricultural building, commercial facility, or custom-built design, we're your one-stop shop for post-frame buildings. QSI. Everything we do is right on cue.
Drive in Frontenac, 620-231-7242.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Frontenac basketball out of the timeout. 4 straight points for Jeremiah Bush. Opens up the game. Panthers lead 4-0. Hayden Brown left wing gets a ball screen from Pyle. Up top for Ginnivan. Over to Wilbert. Wilbert drives in the lane. Shot over Lomchak is an air ball, and it goes out of bounds back to Colgan. And Colgan will have the basketball. Up 4. 5:50 to play, first quarter against the 1-3-1 zone. They get it to Bykirk in the corner. Kicks it across the lane for Higginbotham. Long 2 on the way, and Higginbotham knocks it down. 6 straight for Colgan. 5:40 to play, first quarter. Wilbert will walk it up against the man-to-man of Lomchak. Left wing for Peyton Brown. Ball screen from Ginnivan. Over to Pyle. Pyle will drive in, spins out of control, and a whistle and a foul. That's going to go on Jeremiah Bush. First foul on Bush. First team foul on the Panthers. And Peyton Brown will inbound it. It's in the left corner for Ginnivan on the baseline. He'll drive in the lane, pull up 10-footer, and he got it. 6-2, Colgan, 5:10 to play, first quarter. Delasega up the floor, pass deflected into the stands. It will stay with the Panthers.
And also Whit Dungan.
Higginbotham will inbound it on the sideline. Swings it right wing for Bykirk. Whit Dungan into the ball game. He'll hold it. Being pressured in the man-to-man by Daniel Watts. Over to Bykirk. He'll drive in the lane, pull up jumper, rims out. Hayden Pyle pulls down the board. He'll race it up the floor for the Raiders. Shot blocked, but he's fouled by Bradley Bykirk. And that will send Hayden Pyle to the line. He'll shoot 2.
Hayden Pyle on the line for Raiders with 2 shots.
First free throw, no good.
Checking in for Frontenac, number 0.
Wayne Baldwin will check in for Daniel Watts. 4:49 to play, first quarter, 6-2. Colgan with the lead. Second free throw of 2 coming up for Hayden Pyle. And he missed them both. Ginnivan had the rebound for a moment. Bykirk took it away. Up the floor for Jeremiah Bush against the Frontenac zone. They get it inside to Dungan. Dungan triple teamed and traveled. And we'll turn it back over. Cade Simmons, Cal Marquardt.
Now in the game for the Panthers, number 12, Cade Simmons.
We'll check in.
Number 24, Cal Marquardt.
We'll check in for Colgan. Ginnivan will run the point. Lobs it over the top to Brown, down in the corner for Baldwin. Blaine for 3, missed. The tip for Wilbert, no good, but out of bounds off of Colgan. And it'll stay right here. Shot by Brown, missed. Blaine Baldwin with the rebound. The follow, no good. And the tip from Jake Wilbert missed, but he's fouled by Cal Marquardt.
Whistle against Cal Marquardt.
And that will send Jake Wilbert to the line. He'll shoot 2.
He's got 2 shots.
(6-2) Colgan, 4:18 to play, first quarter. Wilbert misses the first free throw. Colgan is, or Frontenac, excuse me, has missed 3 straight from the line. They're 0 for 3. Second free throw for Wilbert is up and good. His first point, 6-3, Colgan. Here comes some full court pressure. Higginbotham had it taken away by Wilbert, and it'll go out of bounds and stay with Colgan. Higginbotham will inbound it to Dalton Van Beesler. Swings it right side for Cal Marquardt. Marquardt dribbles through the double team, down on the baseline for Higginbotham. Higginbotham reverses at the top of the key. Open 3 for Dalton Van Beesler. Shot missed. And the rebound pulled down by Pyle. Outlets it up the floor to Wilbert. Wilbert in the lane, pull up 10-footer, short. Rebound pulled down by Van Beesler. Bring it across the timeline to Dungan. Down in the corner for Higginbotham. 6-3, Colgan leads, 3:40 to play, first quarter. Panthers with the basketball against the 1-3-1 zone of Frontenac. Down in the corner for Dungan. Over to Dalton Van Beesler. Skips it across to Marquardt. Marquardt pull-up jumper on the left elbow. It missed. Rebound tipped around and off of Frontenac. It'll stay with Colgan.
Back in for the Panthers, Matthew Lomshek.
Matthew Lomshek returns, along with Jacob Delasega, and Daniel Watch returns for Frontenac. As Cal Marquardt will play it in under the basket, for Colgan. Gets it into Simmons. Cade posting up Daniel Watts, and he lays it in. First 2 for Cade, 8-3. There's a deflection and a steal by Simmons. Over to Delasega. Delasega up the floor in the corner for Marquardt. Marquardt back to Delasega. Left wing for Dungan. Over to Lomshak. Back up top for Delasega. Against the 1-3-1, down to Marquardt in the corner. 8-3, Colgan by 5 with the basketball, 2:55 to play. Dungan, left wing. Dribbles out of a double team, swings it over to Delasega. Back to Dungan. High post for Simmons, down on the baseline for Marquardt. Skips it right wing for Delasega. He'll try a guarded 3, in and out. Lomshek with the rebound, hands it off for Dungan, and Witt lays it in. First 2 for Dungan, 10-3 Colgan, 2:30 to play, first quarter. Frontenac looking for some offense here, trailing by 7. Baldwin, double team. Got it deflected right to Ginnivan, up to Pyle. Pyle's fouled and the basket's good. First 2 of the game for Pyle, makes it a 10-5 Colgan lead. They'll have an opportunity to cut into this 5-point lead with a free throw here. Bush and Bykirk check in. Free throw up and good.
Back in for the Raiders, Jake Wilbert. And coming out now.
First 3 points of the game for Hayden Pyle. 10-6, Colgan by 4. Frontenac extending that 1-3-1 pressure. Bush to Lomchek. Pass deflected out of bounds off of Cooper Cleveland. It'll stay right here. As Matt Lomchek will play it in right in front of Frontenac's bench. Gets it into Bush. Left wing for De La Sega. Passes out of a trap to Bush. Bush dribble it off his foot out of bounds. It'll go back to Frontenac. Final 2 minutes of this first quarter. Colgan is trailed by as many as 7. Have an opportunity to make it a one-possession Colgan lead here. Frontenac has the basketball. Cleveland gets the ball screen, has it taken away by De La Sega. Up the floor to Bykirk. He lobs it inside for Bush. Too high, nobody home, and it'll go out of bounds. Back to Frontenac. Higginbotham checks back in. So does Pyle. For Frontenac, 1:43 to play. First quarter, 10-6, Colgan. Ginnivan will clear everybody out and bring it up. Across the timeline, up the floor to Watts, to Cleveland, back to Ginnivan. 90 seconds to play, first quarter. Colgan leading 10-6. Watts, right side for Ginnivan. Colgan penetrates through a couple of Colgan defenders. Shot missed. Pyle with the rebound. Saves it right to Matt Lomchek. He'll push it up the floor for Colgan. Euro step around Wilbert. Layup good. First two for Matt. 12-6 Colgan. 1:05 remaining. Wilbert to the left elbow. Kicks it out for Cleveland. Back up top for Jake. Jake backs Lomchek into the basket. Misses the shot. And a tie up on the rebound. Alternating possession. We'll go back to Colgan with 56 seconds remaining. Seen this so many times. Would not be surprised if Wayne Cheon with a 6-point lead doesn't ask his team to hold it here for the final shot of this first quarter. De La Sega to Bykirk in the corner for Higginbotham. Left wing for Bush. Bush over to De La Sega. Down in the corner for Higginbotham. Backcourt for De La Sega, 34 seconds. Then lob it into Bykirk. Shot missed. Higginbotham with the rebound. They'll take it over Ginnivan and have it taken away by Wilbert. 23 seconds remaining. Frontenac down 12-6. 3 on the way for Cleveland, and he knocks it down. Cooper Cleveland with a three-pointer, 12-9. Colgan by 3. Higginbotham drives in the lane. And he's fouled underneath the basket by Hayden Pyle. Pyle picks up his first foul. First team foul on the Panthers. And Bush will lob it into Higginbotham. Higginbotham missed the shot, and then Pyle is fouled by Jeremiah Bush, who just picked up his second foul. 5th team foul. And down as many as 7 on 2 different occasions. And 9 at one point. Frontenac Raiders with 6 seconds left can tie it with the 3-ball here. They get it to Wilbert. Jake up the floor, across the timeline, 2 seconds, step back, 3 to Ginnivan. It's no good, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. 12-9, Colgan leads Frontenac. We are back to Frontenac in 1 minute. This is Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing can tow all cars, trucks, and some semi-tractors and trailers in town or cross country. Larry Barrett has emergency wrecker service for all accidents, 24-hour towing. Been in an accident? Then call the pros. They have quality auto body repairing and painting from certified technicians for all major and minor repair jobs, and they can deal directly with the insurance companies, taking the stress out of your life. Go to barrettbodyframe.com or stop in and see them at 1601 East 27th Street Terrace or call 232-9400. That's Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing. Customer service first. See them fast in names and numbers.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
12-9. So we head to the second quarter. Ginnivan, Wilbert, Watts, Brown and Pyle, the starting five for Frontenac. Higginbotham, Lomshek, Dalton Van Beesler, Jacob Delasega, and Bradley Bykirk, for the Panthers. Frontenac with the basketball, down 12-9. 7:55 to play first half. Brown brings it into the front court, over to Wilbert, left wing. Gets a ball screen, step back three over Lomshek is up and good. He's got 4. We're tied at 12. Frontenac on a 6-0 run here. Delasega at the other end. He'll line up a 3. Comes up short. And Wilbert pulls down the board. Brings it up the near sideline. In the lane. Kicks it across for Brown. Down in the corner for Watts. Open 3 for Daniel. No good. Pyle with a rebound. Takes it up in traffic. Layup good. Frontenac with their first lead. 5 for Pyle. 8-0 run for the Raiders. They lead 14-12. Higginbotham inside to Bykirk. Out for Van Beesler. Dalton puts it on the floor. Tries to kick it over to Delasega, and a kicking violation on Peyton Brown. Colgan inbounds it, gets it right wing for Delasega, over to Higginbotham. Drives into the lane, fade away on the elbow, no good. Rebound tipped around, and Wilbert runs it down in the corner, over to Pyle. Pyle in traffic. Well, we'll dribble it through the defense, kick it out for Peyton Brown. Skips it right side for Ginnivan. Ginnivan penetrates, kicks it back out for Brown. Peyton will try a 3, got it. Peyton Brown from way downtown. It's an 11-0 run for the Raiders. They lead by 5, 17-12. Colgan turns it over again, stolen by Brown. Peyton to the basket, missed the layup. The tip from Wilbert, no good. And Bykirk clears it for Colgan. Up the floor to Higginbotham, and a blocking foul on Ginnivan. And Higginbotham will head to the line. He will shoot 2 and trying to halt this run here by the Raiders. They've scored 11 straight.
On the line for the Panthers, this is Aaron Higginbotham.
Higginbotham will shoot 2. First one up, no good.
Back in the game for the Panthers, Whit Dungan and Kate
Dungan and Kate Simmons check in.
Stepping out for the Raiders now, number 15,
Beckman checks in and replaces Daniel Watts. Second one on the way for Higginbotham. Is no good. Wilbert with the board. He'll bring it up against the Colgan press. Over to Ginnivan. Baseline right for Beckman. Beckman over to Ginnivan. Up top for Wilbert between the circles. Inside to Pyle. Throws a double team and throws it away. Baldwin will check in and replace Hayden Pyle. 5:51 to play, first half, 17-12. Frontenac by 5. Bykirk, left wing, down in the corner for Higginbotham. He'll try a 3, in and out, back in. Higginbotham, he's got 5. The lead down to 2, 17-15 Frontenac, 5:30 remaining first half. Ginnivan up the floor to the left elbow. Back between the circles for Ginnivan, over to Peyton Brown. Brown holds it. Frontenac by 2. Very patient here against the half-court defense of Colgan this possession. Brown right wing for Wilbert. Wilbert gets a ball screen from Baldwin. Takes the 3, gets it up top for Ginnivan. Left wing for Brown. Brown to the basket, layup is good. Nice move by Peyton Brown. He's got 5 here on senior night. Frontenac lead is back to 4. Bykirk on the baseline, dumps it inside to Simmons. Simmons shot over Wilbert, no good. Beckman had it, lost it on the rebound, then he picks up the foul. As he lost the ball in the dribble and then banged into Higginbotham.
And for the Panthers, Matthew Bumship, Jacob Delasega, and for the Raiders, Daniel Watts.
Beckman picks up his first, team third. Watts checks back in for Frontenac. Delasega returns for Colgan. Delasega will play it in. Gets it in the backcourt for Simmons. Right side for Higginbotham. Back to Delasega. Left wing for Whit Dungan. Down in the right corner for Higginbotham. Looking inside, nothing there. Frontenac in a 2-3 zone. Trying to slow this offense down at Colgan a little bit. Higginbotham drives baseline, cut off, kicks it back near half court for Dungan. Over to Delasega. 4:25 remaining, first half, 19-15. Frontenac with the lead. Colgan over to Delasega. Over to Dungan. Right side for Cade Simmons. Up to Delasega, down on the baseline for Higginbotham. To Dungan, left wing for Simmons. Back to Delasega, right side for Higginbotham. He'll try a three, miss it. Beckman with a rebound, had it taken away from behind by Dungan. And Colgan will retain possession, 3:45 to play. 19-15, Frontenac by 4. Delasega, left wing for Higginbotham. Higginbotham, one dribble, kicks it up top for Delasega. Right side for Dungan, skips it over to Simmons. Touch pass to Delasega, back to Dungan. Down on the baseline for Higginbotham. Skips it over left wing for Delasega. Back across the lane for Higginbotham, 10-footer missed. Delasega clears the rebound, gets it inside for Lomchak, and he's fouled by Daniel Watts. Watts commits his first foul.
Back in for the Raiders, Jake Bowers.
Fourth team foul on the Raiders.
Also,
and Colgan will inbound it. Seems like they've had the ball for this whole second quarter. Inbound it to Bykirk, down in the corner for Dalton Van Beesler. Over to Bykirk. Back to Van Beesler, in on the block for Simmons. Draws some attention out for Delasega. Open three, and he got it. Long possession results in a three for Colgan. They've cut the Frontenac lead to 1, 19-18. Ginnivan long pass over the top of the press. Nobody there, and he throws it away. .2:45 remaining first half. Frontenac by a point. Dungan to Delasega. Right side for Simmons. Simmons, skip pass over to Van Beesler. Dalton drives it in. Tries to wrap it around and throws it right to Hayden Pyle. Pyle up the floor, will race it. Nice pass in transition to Beckman. Beckman can't connect. And Bykirk clears the rebound. Up the floor to Delasega. Delasega got his feet tangled up and almost traveled, but he was able to save it over to Dalton Van Beesler. Back to Delasega. Right side for Simmons. 2:10 to play. 19-18. Frontenac leads here in the first half. Delasega to Bykirk. In the lane, the jumper no good. And Wilbert tied up, and then the pass deflected out of bounds off of Colgan, and it'll stay with Frontenac.
Back in for the Panthers, Aaron Higginbotham. Back in for the Raiders, Cleveland.
Cooper Cleveland checks back in for Frontenac. Aaron Higginbotham for Colgan. Long pass over the top to Cleveland. Over the top of the press. We'll slow it down, hand it off for Ginnivan. Ginnivan in the lane, forces up a shot in traffic, missed it. Foul on the rebound, that'll go on Brock Ginnivan. Second on Brock, 5th team foul on Frontenac. And Peyton Brown will check in.
Back in for the Raiders, Peyton Brown.
And replace Daniel Watts. Colgan basketball. Give it into Bykirk. Baseline left to Van Beesler. Back to Delasega. Since this 1-3-1 half-court trap of Colgan. Over to Delasega. Down in the corner for Bykirk. He'll drive baseline. Up and under. Shot missed. And Pyle pulls down the rebound. 1:20 remaining first half. Frontenac by a point with the basketball, and Wilbert dribbles it off his foot out of bounds. Back to Colgan. Colgan lost it into the backcourt, and will turn it over back to Frontenac. Ginnivan gets it in the backcourt as we approach the final minute of this first half. Frontenac with a 19-18 lead. Get it in on the block for Ginnivan. Over to Pyle. He'll try a three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Dalton Van Beesler. Up the floor to Lomchek. Ahead to Higginbotham. Higginbotham holds it in the corner. Skips it up top for Van Beesler. 40 seconds remaining. 19-18 Frontenac. Colgan with the basketball. Down in the corner for Higginbotham. To De La Sega. Left wing for Van Beesler. To Higginbotham. 25 seconds. Back to Van Beesler. Puts it on the floor. Over to De La Sega. Free throw line now for Lomchek. Left wing for Higginbotham. He'll drive baseline. Jumper over. Ginnivan comes up short. Wilbert clears the board. Up the floor with 10 seconds. Ginnivan with it. In traffic. And he's fouled on the dribble drive on Matthew Lomchek. First on Matt. 6th team foul on the Colgan Panthers. And Frontenac will inbound it right side of their basket with 9 seconds remaining in the first half. Frontenac leads 19-18. Get it into Ginnivan. Up top for Wilbert. Wilbert to the basket. Nice move. Layup is good. Up the floor, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. 21-18 our score and half. Colgan led by 3 at the end of the first quarter. Frontenac by 3 at the end of the second quarter. 21-18, Frontenac leads Colgan. We'll step aside for a 3-minute timeout. Come back and take a look at the first half numbers. This is Raider basketball on Radio X.
The human eye blinks about 17,000 times a day, but here's a real eye-opener. Dry eyes can cause irritation, red eyes, and blurred vision. Don't assume your blurry vision means you need new glasses or contacts. The doctors at Canar Eye Care are experienced in diagnosing and treating dry eyes with the newest treatments available. So schedule your eye exam in Pittsburgh or Girard with Canar Eye Care, the clear choice.
Find them fast in names and numbers. Does your current checking account pay you up to $15 per month? With Common Sense Checking at University Bank, you can earn up to $15 per statement cycle, 10 cents for each swipe after the first 15 swipes. Qualifying is so easy. Simply have one direct deposit or auto payment plus 15 debit card purchases each statement cycle and a $100 opening deposit. Stop by the bank for more information about our Common Sense Checking. Then swipe and save. It's convenience that pays at University Bank. Branch GMB, member FDIC.
Community National Bank and Trust believes in our local schools and those who have committed themselves to our children. They would like to reward you with a premium banking product that offers Community National Bank and Trust excellent service coupled with a bounty of free banking products. Teacher's Choice has a checking account with no monthly service charge, unlimited check writing, no fee for cashier's checks, money orders and traveler's checks, and much more. Call or stop by today and visit one of their customer service representatives and find out how easy it is to open a Teacher's Choice account. Member FDIC.
At Wells Fargo Advisors, we found clients appreciate a planning process that adjusts to the twists and turns of their life. If you're rethinking your life goals, the Envision process can help you try on your ideas before committing to them. Maybe you're thinking about retiring early or starting your own business. Your Envision plan can tell you how adding a goal could affect your ability to reach your objectives. For more information, call Shane Peak today at 620-232-3120. That's 620-232-3120. Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC.
Now accepting new clients. At the Pet Care and Surgery Center, Dr. James Clark believes all of our pets deserve kind, humane, and loving treatment. From a simple checkup or rabies vaccination to performing major surgery. Plus, Dr. Clark has boarding, grooming, nutrition, and wellness checkups. Dr. James Clark can provide that loving member of your family with the treatment they deserve. Call 620-308-6454 to set up an appointment or simply visit petcarecenter.org. Pet Care and Surgery, making a difference.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
21-18, Frontenac by 3 at halftime over the Colgan Panthers. Raiders trying to win back-to-back league games. They picked up their first win Tuesday in a 9-point victory over the Baxter Springs Lions and currently lead here at halftime over the Colgan Panthers. But anybody will tell you it's a long way to go in this game yet. Frontenac trailed by as many as 7 on a couple occasions in that first half. Led by as many as 6 and take a 3-point lead into the locker room at halftime. Let's take a look at the first half scoring. Aaron Higginbotham with 5 to lead the way for Colgan. Bush added 4, the first 4 of the game in fact. 3 from Delasega, 2 from Lomchek, 2 from Simmons, and 2 from Duncan to round out the scoring for the Colgan Panthers. For Frontenac, they're led by Jake Wilbert with 6, Pyle with 5, Brown with 5, Ginnivan with 2, Cooper Cleland with 3, and Daniel Watts added 3 as well to round out the scoring for the Frontenac Raiders. They lead here 21-18 at the half over the Colgan Panthers. We'll take 3 minutes, come back with the start of the second half. This is Frontenac Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
Hi, this is Dr. Brent Cousins with SEK Urgent Care. When you're sick, when you're injured, or when you just don't feel like yourself, SEK Urgent Care is here for you. Let our skilled providers treat your non-life-threatening illness or injury at a fraction of the time and cost of an ER visit. Located at the corner of Centennial and Broadway in the Meadowbrook Commons. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. SEK Urgent Care, where your family and time matter. Find us fast on names and numbers.
After 3 decades in business, Bittner Motors of Pittsburgh remains a local favorite. If you're in the market for a quality pre-owned vehicle, Bittner Motors has a large selection of late model, low mileage vehicles to choose from. Whether it be a car, truck, or SUV, Bittner Motors will warranty all their vehicles 100% for parts and service. And if you can't find what you're looking for on the lot, they will find it for you. Bittner Motors, 1018 North Broadway, Pittsburgh.
Does your current checking account pay you up to $15 per month? With Common Sense Checking at University Bank, you can earn up to $15 per statement cycle, 10 cents for each swipe after the first 15 swipes. Qualifying is so easy. Simply have 1 direct deposit or auto payment plus 15 debit card purchases each statement cycle and a $100 opening deposit. Stop by the bank for more information about our Common Sense Checking. Then swipe and save. It's convenience that pays at University Bank. Branch GMB, member FDIC.
At Lindbergh Pharmacy, we care about your health. From a qualified and caring staff to services like our Time My Meds and MedPack programs, Lindbergh Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Lindbergh Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
At Wells Fargo Advisors, we found clients appreciate a planning process that adjusts to the twists and turns of their life. If you're rethinking your life goals, the Envision process can help you try on your ideas before committing to them. Maybe you're thinking about retiring early or starting your own business. Your Envision plan can tell you how adding a goal could affect your ability to reach your objectives. For more information, call Shane Peak today at 620-232-3120. That's 620-232-3120. Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
21-18, Frontenac by 3. Both teams returning out of the locker room here. getting ready for the second half. Be sure to join us tomorrow right here, or actually over on ESPN 100.7 and on the KSHQ app. We will have Pitt State basketball, men and women doubleheader, beginning at 1 o'clock, John Lance Arena, Wetzel Court. There's SBU in town. If you're looking for something to do tomorrow, weather's going to be terrible. Head on out and watch a good brand of Division II basketball. Pitt State women a game and a half out of first place in the MIAA, coming off of that big win at number 4 Central on Wednesday night. We'll have that for you on ESPN 100.7 and the KSHQ app. Coming up tomorrow, we'll also have live college basketball coming your way tomorrow night. Division I college basketball in Kentucky at Texas A&M. Coverage begins at 6:45. And then on Sunday at 11:45, Michigan at Wisconsin, as we are creeping oh so closely to March Madness. We'll have coverage not only of the Division I basketball tournament, but also of the Division II basketball tournament. And it looks now Pitt State women on pace for an at-large bid. And Pitt State men probably going to have to win the MIAA tournament to get a bid, but certainly not out of the question, especially the way they've been playing of late under first-year head coach Kim Anderson. 21-18 our score here at halftime. We'll step aside for 30 seconds, come back with the start of the second half. Frontenac leads Colgan by 3. We're back in 30 seconds.
Headquartered in Richmond, Kansas, QSI Quality Structures Incorporated specializes in designing and building complete post-frame buildings. We provide structures built to withstand a 30-pound ground snow load and a 90-mile-per-hour wind shear built to the most stringent codes. Whether you need a garage, agricultural building, commercial facility, or custom-built design, we're your one-stop shop for post-frame buildings. QSI. Everything we do is right on cue.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
21-18. Frontenac leads. Colgan will get the basketball. For Frontenac, it's Brown, Pyle, Watts, Ginnivan, and Wilbert. The starting 5, Della Sega, Bikert, Lomschek, Bush, and Higginbotham. The starting 5 for the Colgan Panthers. Bush will walk it up against the 2-1-2 zone of Frontenac. Bush down in the corner for Higginbotham. Back to Bush. In this 2-1-2 zone, ever since Frontenac switched to it around mid-second quarters, really slowed things down. Colgan has held the ball and passed it around the perimeter. Now they get it to foul line for Lomschek. Down in the corner for Della Sega. Skips it left wing for Bush. He'll drive baseline. Shot over Ginnivan is up and good. So just like the first half started, second half starts with a bucket by Jeremiah Bush. Frontenac by a point. As Colgan will pick him up some full court man-to-man press. Wilbert throws it away, stolen by Bush. Bush layup missed. Rebound out of bounds off of Wilbert. It'll go or stay with Colgan. .7:06 to play, third quarter, 21-20. Colgan inbounds it to Bikert. Nice catch and step through traffic, and Cubby lays it in for his first 2. Colgan takes the lead, scoring 4 straight out of the locker room. 22-21. Ginnivan across the timeline for Watts. Watts had his pocket picked by Della Sega. Deflected away for Lomschek. Lomschek had it taken away by Pyle and then lost out of bounds. Off of Pyle, it'll stay here with Colgan.
In the game for the Raiders.
Cleveland checks in for Wilbert. Bush will inbound it. Lobs it in the elbow for Higginbotham. He'll dribble it out behind the three-point line. Hand it off for Bush near half court. Right side for Della Sega. He's trapped. Lost it, got it back. Over to Bush. Left wing for Bikert. Up top for Bush, thought about a three. Right side for Delasega, skips it over to Higginbotham. He'll take the 15-foot jumper and knock it down. And Higginbotham with 7 now. Colgan has scored 6 straight out of the locker room to take a 3-point lead. And Frontenac has really struggled with this full court press. Now they get it across. Watts almost lost it. Swings it right side for Brown. And Brown will slow things down and attack this man-to-man defense of the Raiders. Left wing for Cooper Cleland. Cleland in the high post for Pyle. Spin move, shot in traffic, no good. But he's fouled, and Pyle will head to the line to shoot 2.
Foul whistle against Bradley by Kirk.
Kirk whistled for the foul, his second. Team first. And Pyle will shoot 2, and the first one's good. 6 for Hayden, 24-22. Colgan by 2. Second one rattles in. He's got 7. 24-23. Colgan by a point. Home check down in the corner for Bush. Frontenac in that 2-3 zone. Back to Delasega. Over to Bush. And drive in. Dump it off on the baseline for Higginbotham. Higginbotham trapped in the corner. Passes up top near half court for Bush. Back to Higginbotham. Over to Bush. Left wing for Delasega. In the high post for Lomchak. Matt lost it on the dribble. Taken away by Cleveland. Over to Brown. Hands it off for Ginnivan. Ginnivan up the floor. Kicks it across for Peyton Brown. In the corner for Cooper Cleveland. Inside for Ginnivan. Guarded by Higginbotham. Over to Cleveland. Top of the key for Brown. Left wing for Watts. Watts drives baseline. Dumps it off for Brown. And it's stolen away by Bush. Bush up the floor in transition. Euro step. Shot missed, but he's fouled by Cooper Cleveland. And Bush will head to the line to shoot 2. First on Cooper, first team foul on Frontenac. Bush will shoot 2. He's got 6 points in the game. This will be his first free throw attempt, and he rattles it in. 25-23. Colgan by a point. Whit Duncan, Dalton Van Beesler check in for Colgan. Jake Wilbert returns for Frontenac. Second free throw, good. Bush with 8. 26-23. 3-point game. Wilbert hands it off for Ginnivan. Ginnivan across the timeline for Cleveland. Top of the key for Wilbert. Let some traffic clear. Now puts it on the floor. He'll set up against the man-to-man. Right side for Cleveland. Lobs it into Ginnivan. Ginnivan hit. Saves it as he's falling down to Hayden Pyle. And Pyle lays it in. He's got 9. 26-25. Colgan by a point with the basketball. Bush lobs it, nobody home, and it's taken away by Pyle, and then Bush commits the foul. Bush was trying to lob that on the left wing for Higginbotham, and he stood and watched it. Him and Duncan kind of stood and watched the ball bounce in between them and get taken away by Hayden Pyle. Cade Simmons checks in for Colgan along with Cal Marquardt. Frontenac can retake the lead here, down a point. 26-25, 4:22 remaining, third quarter. Ginnivan will run the point, hands it off for Wilbert. Left wing for Wilbert. Pull-up jumper on the left elbow. Just falls off the front of the rim, and Simmons clears the board. Outlets it up the floor to Whit Duncan. Duncan in the corner for Marquardt. Pass deflected, saved by Colgan. Back to Higginbotham at the foul line. A little out of control, and he traveled. Got the ball caught on his hip. We're going to go back to Frontenac and give him another opportunity to retake the lead, trailing by a point. 3:55 to play, third quarter, 26-25. Kind of figured coming into this one that this would come down to the end. Frontenac gets it inside to Cooper Cleveland. Can't connect on the layup. Higginbotham clears the board and up the floor to Dalton Van Beesler, and he has it taken away by Cooper Cleveland, and he picks up a second foul. And that will send Blaine Baldwin in for him. Second on Coop, second on the team, and Baldwin will check in.
This is Blaine Baldwin.
with 3:38 remaining third quarter. 26-25 Colgan, and they'll inbound it from the sideline. Inbounds it to Van Beesler, and pressured by Blaine Baldwin. Goes to the foul line, lobs it in the corner for Higginbotham. Back to Van Beesler. Over to Duncan, free throw line for Marquardt, down to Higginbotham. Right wing for Marquardt. Left wing now for Van Beesler. Good ball movement from Colgan. Swings it right side for Duncan. Top of the key for Higginbotham. Over to Marquardt, lost it, got it back. The teardrop is up and good. Cal saved the possession and then scored for the Panthers. They lead by 3, and he almost created a turnover there. Ginnivan tracks down the loose ball, 28-25 Colgan. Ginnivan across the timeline to Hayden Pyle. Pyle put it on the floor and attacked the basket. Shot missed, but he's fouled. Fouled by Higginbotham.
That foul was against Aaron Higginbotham.
His first, team third. And Hayden Pyle will head to the line to shoot 2. He's got 9 in the game. He's 3 for 5 at the foul line. First one up and good.
Checking in for the Panthers.
Pyle in double figures. 28-26 Colgan. Delasega and Lomchek return. For the Panthers as Pyle hits the second one. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 2:42 to play, third quarter. 28-27, Colgan by a point. We are back to Frontenac in 1 minute. This is Raider basketball on Radio X.
What do you want from your bank?
Access to my account information on my phone.
Security, convenience, and friendly staff.
When I call, I want to speak with a real person.
I want it all. Low fees, low loan rates, and high deposit rates.
What if there was a place like this in your community? There is. Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union, with locations in Pittsburgh, Fort Scott, Independence, and Coffeyville, serving area residents since 1949.
Headquartered in Richmond, Kansas, QSI Quality Structures Incorporated specializes in designing and building complete post-frame buildings. We provide structures built to withstand a 30-pound ground snow load and a 90-mile-per-hour wind shear built to the most stringent codes. Whether you need a garage, agricultural building, commercial facility, or custom-built design, we're your one-stop shop for post-frame buildings. QSI. Everything we do is right on cue.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
2:35 remaining third quarter, 28-27 Colgan. Panthers will have the basketball out of the timeout. Get it to the foul line for Lomchek. Over to Bush. Right wing for Whit Duncan. Couple of dribbles, gets it on the right elbow for Lomchek. Up top for Bush. He'll try a straight on 3 and knock it down. Bush for 3. He's got 11. 31-27. Colgan by 4. Frontenac will dribble it through the press with Wilbert. Get it over to Pyle. He'll spin on the baseline, force up a shot in traffic, miss it. Baldwin with a rebound. The putback is up and good. First 2 for Baldwin. 31-29. Colgan by 2. 1:55 to play third quarter. Frontenac is led by as many as 6. Colgan by as many as 7 on a couple occasions. These two teams have gone back and forth. Bush top of the key. Right side for Delasega. To Lomchek. Over to Duncan. Back to Bush near half court. Left wing for Duncan. Lobs it into Lomchek, and he's fouled by Pyle. Hayden picked up his second. Team second.
Now whistle against Hayden Pyle. And the game on the bench. Aaron Higginbotham.
Higginbotham will check back in. Jeremiah Bush will inbound it. Bush set to play it in, left side of the basket. Puts it into Higginbotham. Some stopping traffic. Kicks out for Delasega. Right wing for Bush. Open 3. Missed it all. Long rebound. Tipped around by Higginbotham. Colgan will retain possession. Over to Delasega. Colgan with the basketball and a 2-point lead. 1:15 remaining here in this third quarter. And Bush dribbles it off his foot out of bounds, or not out of bounds, right to Colgan, and then they try to lob it ahead to Peyton Brown, and he fouls Jacob Delasega, battling for the loose ball. Good hard, clean play there. First on Brown, fourth on Frontenac, and big collision under the basket, and they help each other up and walk down the floor laughing about it. 1:05, third quarter. Colgan with the basketball and a 2-point lead into Higginbotham. Nice pass down low to Matthew Lomchek, and he lays it in. He's got 4. The lead is 4. 50 seconds to play, third quarter. Gilbert will dribble it through the press all the way to the basket. Moves it out of bounds off of Colgan. It'll stay right here with Frontenac with 46 seconds to play. Peyton Brown to play it in underneath the basket. Baseline left for Frontenac. It's in top of the key to Ginnivan. Inside to Brown. Brown shot up and good. Nice pass from Brock Ginnivan. Peyton Brown with 7. Colgan by 2. Final 35 seconds of the third quarter. Higginbotham at the foul line. Over to Bush. Left wing for Delasega. Coach Cheon stands up, tells him to hold it for 1, and that's what they're going to do. 22 seconds remaining. Possession arrow favors Frontenac. So Colgan will hold it, guaranteed to at least a 2-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. 12 seconds. Higginbotham over to Bush. Delasega back to Bush with 7. Bush puts it on the floor with 5. Over to Higginbotham with 2. He'll try a guarded 3, and it's good. Higginbotham hit the 3 at the buzzer, gives him 10 points in the game. And Colgan will lead by 5 as we head to the fourth quarter. 36-31 Panthers. We are back to Frontenac in 1 minute. This is Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
If you are injured in an accident or on the job, it is vitally important that you hire the right attorney. Before choosing an attorney, you should make sure they have the resources to fight large corporations or insurance companies. Your attorney should have extensive trial court experience and a track record of success. The Spigarelli Law Firm, with offices in Pittsburgh and Coffeyville, has the experience, resources, and reputation to provide the quality representation your claim deserves. Fred Spigarelli has received the top rating from his peers with the Martindale-Hubbell Independent Rating System. His firm has the resources to hire the experts and physicians needed to properly present your claim. The Spigarelli Law Firm has successfully tried cases for over 40 years and taken numerous cases all the way to the Supreme Court. Call the Spigarelli Law Firm today at 877-409-7931 or visit their website at spigarelli-law.com. You can also find them fast in names and numbers. Be sure to get reliable information when you choose an attorney to represent you.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Frontenac basketball to start the fourth quarter. Baldwin, Cleveland, Ginnivan, Brown, and Pyle. Lomchek, Higginbotham, Van Beesler, Bykirk, and Bush for the Panthers. Colgan by 5, 36-31 to start this fourth quarter. Pyle into Ginnivan. Deflected to Baldwin, out to Cleveland. Long 3. No good, and the rebound's pulled down by Whit Dungan. Colgan with the basketball and a 5-point lead. 7:30 to play in this one. This is where Colgan's really dangerous. A 2-possession lead. They can hang on to the basketball for a long time, and Coach Cheon will call timeout before the 5-second call. 7:21 to play in the game. Colgan by 5. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Raider basketball on Radio X.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Colgan basketball out of the timeout. Higginbotham hits the 15-foot jumper on the baseline, and a quick foul at the other end on Colgan. 38-31, Panthers by 7, matches their largest lead since it was 10-3 back in that first quarter. Frontenac gets it in to Ginnivan. Thing is, Frontenac down 3 possessions here. They better value the basketball and make the most out of them, because Colgan's going to try to run 45 seconds to a minute off of every possession. 6:45 to play. Get it into the post for Pyle. Draws a double team, forces it up over Bykirk, and he hits it. Hayden Pyle with a good game. He's got 13 here, 8 in the second half. 38-33. Duncan with it, almost traveled at half court, gets it over to Higginbotham. 15-foot jumper on the left wing, missed. Lomshank with a good box out, and he's fouled by Peyton Brown. Second on Peyton. 15 foul on the Raiders. Wilbert and Watts check back in.
Jake Wilbert. On the line for the Panthers, this is Matthew Lomshank. Out of bounds.
Bush will inbound it. Puts it into Lomshank. Shot over Ginnivan, missed. The rebound tipped around. Bykirk tracks it down for Colgan. 38-33. 6:15 remaining. Colgan with the basketball and a 5-point lead. Bush, double team, passes out of it to Higginbotham. Higginbotham on the elbow for Bykirk. Back to Higginbotham. He'll drive baseline into a double team. Nice pass to Lomshank. Shot swatted out of there. Pinballed off of a couple of players, and Pyle comes away with it, and he throws it away as Bush intercepts the pass. Was on the sideline. It'll go out of bounds. In staying with Frontenac. Delasega and Marquardt will check back in. And Brown will inbound it. Lobs it in for Wilbert. Wilbert goes down, and Varsh will call a timeout to avoid the turnover. 5:49 to play, fourth quarter. Colgan by 5. We are back to Frontenac in 30 seconds. This is Raider basketball.
Having a confident smile can change everything, and Invisalign makes that decision easy, because you can have a stunning smile without most people even knowing you're going through treatment. Saya Smile Center is proud to be a premier provider of Invisalign. Your Invisalign treatment will consist of a series of aligners that you switch out every 2 weeks. Each aligner will gradually shift your teeth perfectly into place, giving you the smile you always dreamed of. Call Saya Smile Center today for your no-cost consultation. Saya Smile Center, 4095 Parkview Drive in Frontenac, 620-231-7242.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Brown to inbound it, throws it over the top to Ginnivan. Brock with it, left wing. Colgan with a 5-point lead here, 5:40 to play. Frontenac trying to make it a 1-possession lead. Any basket here will do that. Inside to Ginnivan, nice pump fake, takes it up in traffic and lays it in. 4 for Ginnivan, 38-35 Colgan. Raiders trying to put together a run, 5:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Higginbotham over to Delasega, right side for Cal Marquardt. Marquardt drives baseline, picks up his dribble, inside to Matthew Lomshank. Lomshank double teamed, up top for Delasega. Back to Higginbotham, right baseline. Started by Pyle. 5 minutes remaining in the game. Almost an interception on the long skip pass by Jake Wilbert. Couldn't hang on to it. As Blaine Baldwin will check in and replace Peyton Brown. Jeremiah Bush returns for Colgan. 4:58 to play, fourth quarter, 38-35. Colgan with the basketball and a 3-point lead. Delasega in a double team, passes out of it to Higginbotham, back to Delasega, left wing. Swings it back down on the baseline left for Higginbotham. Skips it over and has it taken away. Deflected by Baldwin, stolen away by Ginnivan. Ginnivan double team, passes out of it to Wilbert and almost throws it away, but Wilbert tracks it down. Back to Brock. Frontenac will set up their offense. 4:30 to play. 38-35. Been a heck of a game here. Left wing for Baldwin. Lane puts it on the floor. Lobs it baseline for Ginnivan. Almost had it taken away. Gets it back to Baldwin. Back to Brock. He'll drive baseline through the defense. Pump fake, and he's stripped. And it'll stay right here with Colgan. Frontenac will play it in. Baldwin. Baseline left under his basket. Set to play it in. Gets it in the corner for Wilburn. He'll catch and shoot a 3-ball. Airballed it. And Higginbotham clears the board. Up the floor for Bush. Bush double teamed. Down to the left baseline. Nice bounce pass into Lomchek. That kicks it out for Higginbotham. Higginbotham lobs it inside to Bykirk. Bykirk was falling out of bounds and able to save it off of Daniel Watson. It'll stay right here. Bush sent to play it in with 3:51 remaining fourth quarter. 38-35 Colgan. Inbounds it to Higginbotham on the block. Jumper over Ginnivan is up and good. Higginbotham with a good game. He's got 14. Colgan by 5, 40-35. Over the top to Watts. Watts to the basket. Shot blocked, but he's fouled. Bush picked up his fourth. And Daniel Watts will head to the line. And shoot 2 big ones here. Keep Frontenac at an arm's length of Colgan, and he knocks the first one down. 40-36, Colgan by 4. 3:37 to play, fourth quarter. Second one is good. Watts hit them both. Colgan by 3. 3:35 to play, fourth quarter. Frontenac extending some pressure. Higginbotham across the timeline to Delasega. Kicks it near side for Dungan. Dungan almost lost it out of bounds. Tracks it down right in front of Wayne Cheon on the Colgan bench. Left wing for Dungan. Drives baseline into a double team. Skips it to Delasega. Delasega down to the baseline for Bykirk. Lobs it into Lomchek, and that lays it in. 6 for Lomchek. 42-37. Colgan by 5. We approach 3 minutes remaining in the game. Baldwin up the floor to Peyton Brown. Brown left wing, back up top for Ginnivan. Ginnivan drives into the lane, gets it to Pyle. Turnaround jumper over Higginbotham. Bounces around, no good. Brock had the rebound, and it goes out of bounds off of Frontenac. And it'll stay right here.
Backhand for the Raiders, Jake Wilbert.
So Wilbert returns. Frontenac turning up the pressure. Foul on Blaine Baldwin, his first. Team 6th. Colgan will inbound it in the backcourt to Delasega. 2:38 to play. Frontenac down 5. Bush trying to throw it through Ginnivan's legs, and it's stolen away right to Peyton Brown. Right side for Wilbert. Jake over to Ginnivan. Brock will try a 3. Got it! Big shot there by the senior. Ginnivan's got 7. Colgan by 2. 2:18 to play, fourth quarter. Over the top of the press to Higginbotham on the right wing. Back near half court. Dumps it off for Delasega. Swings it left side for Jeremiah Bush. Bush back to Delasega near half court. He'll drive it in, skip it over for Bush. He'll load up a 3, miss. Lomchek with a rebound. The follow blocked by Ginnivan, and he tracks it down and retains possession for Colgan. Over to Higginbotham. 150 and counting. 42-40, Colgan with the basketball. Bush with it near half court. Picks up his dribble. Lobs it over the top to Bush, or to Lomchek. Matt goes high in the air to gather it. Kicks it back near half court for Delasega. And a whistle and a reach-in foul that'll go on Jake Wilbert, which will send Jeremiah Bush to the line to shoot 2. He's 2 of 2 at the foul line. He's got 11 points in the game. First foul on Jake. Bush will shoot 2. First free throw, in and out, no good. Rebound tipped around by Kirk and Pyle battling for it, and it goes out of bounds off of Frontenac. As Cal Marquardt will check back in. Bush set to play it in. Bombs it in there, half court for De La Senga. 1:25 to play. Inside the Lomchek, shot missed. The tip, no good, and Ginnivan clears it. And the Raiders have a chance to tie it or take the lead. 1:15 remaining. Baldwin to the basket. Layup is up and good. And we're tied at 42. Baldwin with 4. 1:05 to play, fourth quarter, tied at 42. Bush almost had it taken away, and a kicking violation on Frontenac, and it'll stay with Colgan. Colgan inbounds it to Higginbotham. He'll load up a 3 and knock it down. Another big shot by Aaron Higginbotham. He's got 17, final 50 seconds. Colgan leads 45-42. Wilbert to Ginnivan. Ginnivan near half court. Left wing for Peyton Brown. Gets a ball screen from Pyle. Up top for Ginnivan. 35 seconds. Brock dribbles in, kicks it out for Wilbert. 3-ball to tie. Got it! Jake Wilbert from downtown. He's got 9. We're tied at 45. 25 seconds to play. Higginbotham inside to Bykirk. Shot good, and he's fouled. Bykirk with 4. A 2-point lead for Colgan, 20.2 remaining, and Bykirk with a big-time free throw, and he knocks it down. We've got a timeout on the floor. 20.2 remaining, fourth quarter. 48-45 Colgan. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a 30-second timeout, come back with the final 20 seconds. What a ball game. This is Raider basketball.
Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing can tow all cars, trucks, and some semi-tractors and trailers in town or cross country. Larry Barrett has emergency wrecker service for all accidents, 24-hour towing. Been in an accident? Then call the pros. They have quality auto body repairing and painting from certified technicians for all major and minor repair jobs, and they can deal directly with the insurance companies, taking the stress out of your life. Go to barrettbodyframe.com or stop in and see them at 1601 East 27th Street Terrace or call 232-9400. That's Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing. Customer service first. See them fast in names and numbers.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X, 103.5, The Evolution.
20.2 remaining, 48-45. Frontenac down by 3. The Raiders will inbound it from underneath the Colgan basket. Against the full court press, the alternating possession favors Colgan. Panthers with 2 fouls to give, 5 team fouls total. Or 1 foul to give, I should say. Frontenac needs a 3. Wilbert up the floor, 15 seconds. Across the timeline. Marquardt harassing him. They're trying to foul. They get it to Watts. He'll try a guarded 3 on the right wing. No good. Bykirk with the rebound, and he's fouled with 5 seconds to play. And if Bykirk makes 1 free throw, that'll put it away here with 5.4 seconds remaining, but it is a 1-and-1.
On the line, Bradley Piker.
So Vikirk shooting a 1-and-1 with 5.4 remaining. And he missed it. And Frontenac will burn a timeout. They'll have 4.7 seconds remaining. They'll inbound it from underneath Colgan's basket, linked to the floor. Trailing 48-45. We'll keep it here during the timeout. Possession arrow still favors Colgan. The Panthers were trying to foul on that last possession. If they foul here, they can foul, would be the team foul number 6. Even if you eat up a second or two and force Frontenac to inbound it again, I would anticipate the strategy. So if you're Frontenac, try to get it up the floor as quickly as you can and maybe trying to be in the act of shooting when Colgan commits that foul so you can get 3 free throws. 4.7 remaining, Colgan leading 48-45. A 3 from Higginbotham put him up 45-42. Wilbert at the other end matched it to tie it at 45 with a 3 of his own. On the ensuing possession with 20.4 remaining, Cubby Vikirk with an and one hit the free throw to put the Panthers up by 3. Frontenac will inbound it with Peyton Brown, their quarterback. He'll inbound it. Have a chance to throw it the length of the floor and see if Frontenac can get a shot off. Get it into Ginnivan, and he's fouled. He eats up a second and a half. There's 3.2 remaining. And Frontenac will inbound it near half court, as that's just the 16th foul on Colgan, and it's anxious to see if Frontenac or if Colgan will try to foul him again, and we'll go ahead and keep it right here with 3.2 remaining.
Timeout's been called.
Frontenac will inbound it on the sideline. Colgan fouls him on the catch and will probably chew up another half a second to a second. And it'll put Colgan or Frontenac at the line shooting a 1-and-1 down 3. The risky run with some length that Frontenac has. You can make one and get a miraculous tip in at the buzzer to force overtime. With Ginnivan and Pyle, Baldwin, got a lot of length to him. So it'll be interesting to see how the strategy plays out. Possession arrow still favors Colgan. And the next team foul will result in a 1-and-1 by the Panthers. Frontenac will inbound it on the far sideline, just on the other side of half court. Hayden Pyle will play it in. Got Wilbert, Watson, Brown, the three-point shooters in this game. Inbound it in the corner, and it's deflected out of bounds off of Colgan. 2.3 remaining. Frontenac slowly moving the ball up the floor. Now they'll inbound it about the hash mark on the left side, on the far sideline. Inbound it to Ginnivan. One dribble, forced up the 3, no good. And Colgan hangs on to win. 48-45 over the Frontenac Raiders. And the two teams split here tonight in Frontenac on senior night. 48-45 over the Frontenac Raiders. We'll step aside for 2 minutes, come back with the final numbers and wrap it up. Frontenac girls win by 11. Colgan boys win by 3. So we've got a split here in the CNC League play. We're back after this. This is Raider basketball.
Hi, this is Dr. Brent Cousins with SEK Urgent Care. When you're sick, when you're injured, or when you just don't feel like yourself, SEK Urgent Care is here for you. Let our skilled providers treat your non-life-threatening illness or injury at a fraction of the time and cost of an ER visit. Located at the corner of Centennial and Broadway in the Meadowbrook Commons. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. SEK Urgent Care, where your family and time matter. Find us fast on names and numbers.
Now accepting new clients. At the Pet Care and Surgery Center, Dr. James Clark believes all of our pets deserve kind, humane, and loving treatment. From a simple checkup or rabies vaccination to performing major surgery. Plus, Dr. Clark has boarding, grooming, nutrition, and wellness checkups. Dr. James Clark can provide that loving member of your family with the treatment they deserve. Call 620-308-6454 to set up an appointment or simply visit petcarecenter.org. Pet care and surgery, making a difference.
Does your current checking account pay you up to $15 per month? With Common Sense Checking at University Bank, you can earn up to $15 per statement cycle, 10 cents for each swipe after the first 15 swipes. Qualifying is so easy. Simply have one direct deposit or auto payment plus 15 debit card purchases each statement cycle and a $100 opening deposit. Stop by the bank for more information about our Common Sense Checking. Then swipe and save. It's convenience that pays at University Bank. Branch GMB, member FDIC.
At Wells Fargo Advisors, we found clients appreciate a planning process that adjusts to the twists and turns of their life. If you're rethinking your life goals, the Envision process can help you try on your ideas before committing to them. Maybe you're thinking about retiring early or starting your own business. Your Envision plan can tell you how adding a goal could affect your ability to reach your objectives. For more information, call Shane Peak today at 620-232-3120. That's 620-232-3120. Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow back here, final time. Frontenac High School is Colgan boys just knock off the Frontenac boys on senior night, 48-45 on a heck of a final minute down the stretch. Colgan tied at 42. Hits the three with Aaron Higginbotham. Frontenac down at the other end of the floor with about 35 seconds to go. Match it with a three from Jake Wilbert. And then with 20.4 to go, Cubby Bykirk to the basket. Layup good, and he's fouled. Hits the free throw. And that's the difference in the ball game. Let's take a look at the final scoring numbers. Colgan led by Aaron Higginbotham, who hit two huge threes down the stretch. He had 17. Jeremiah Bush had 11. They got 6 from Matt Lomschek, 5 from Bradley Bykirk, including the 3 to win it. Jacob Delasanger with 3 points. And they got 2 from Simmons, Marquardt, and Dungan to round out the scoring for Colgan. Frontenac led by Hayden Pyle, with 13. Peyton Brown had 7 points. Wilbert with 9. 7 from Ginnivan, 4 from Baldwin, 2 from Watts, and 3 from Cooper Cleveland. Heck of a game, 7 and 11 for Frontenac, 16 and 1 for Colgan. More importantly, they stay unbeaten in the league. We'll have a big game on Friday with Girard over there on the road, a couple of unbeatens in league play. It should be a heck of a game as well. Good games all around tonight. Frontenac girls win by 11, 57-46. 67-56, excuse me. Karma Fields leading scorer with 21 points, and Colgan boys win 48-45. A heck of a doubleheader as we expected between these two teams. And we knew that the boys game was going to come down to the end, and it did. And Colgan boys get the win. That will wrap up our broadcast. Great job tonight by our cameraman, Randy Russell. Also, Sir Anthony, our board op and producer, back at the KWXD studios, doing a great job as always. Our next broadcast will be live in Riverton on Tuesday. You can hear it right here on Radio X 103.5, as well as live streaming video, ESPN1007.com, and then we'll wrap up the season a week from tonight in Columbus. So looking forward to that before 2 weeks off before Substate here in Frontenac. For our crew and everybody here, our sponsors, thanks for listening and watching. This is Frontenac Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5. So long, everybody.